Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sons of Kojima podcast. My name is Fred, and I am being joined by a delightful ensemble of people. First of all, we've got Mr. Kamasubu.
Hello.
We've got Mr. Freddy Fastfuck.
Hello, viewers, my old friends. I've come to talk with you again.
All right, all right. I was not expecting that at all. That's something. All right, we've got Mr. Ghost Dragon.
Congratulations, Fazzy, for being a better singer than Phil.
Absolutely. We've got Mr. Leo King, who died, and of
You
course,
can meet me at your local recruiting office.
there he is.
He was in the trench.
He's gonna tell you that he guarantees you'll be back. And we've got the man that started it all, Mr. Evil AJ 2010,
What up, ass babies?
and the streaming extraordinaire, Mr. Moogle Master 102.
Just chilling out. How's everyone doing tonight?
Oh my goodness, we are doing fantastic, at least for me. And all right, there's a lot of stuff to get to. I'm sure that a lot of people are here for certain reasons and other reasons. Extracurriculars. There's something real quick I want to address. A lot of people have been asking, what's going on with Alice? Is she okay? And I just want to say, she is going through she's going through a very difficult thing. It's very personal, it's very private, so I don't want to divulge anything other than just to say that we all obviously wish her the best. She hasn't had the opportunity to do the things that she likes, to communicate with people and to be around as much as she would like to. And, we're all just sending our best wishes, our support, and we just hope that everything goes well. And it's very awesome to see everyone is really concerned. Everyone supports her. Everybody likes her. And we get asked it all the time, and we wanted to give an answer, but it wasn't until just recently that we even knew definitively that something was going on. So, again, just to respect her privacy, all I want to say is that it's just it's a very personal, private, difficult situation, and we're sending her all the best. So, anybody else want to comment on that?
Yeah, I definitely wish her the best too, because I miss talking to her. I really do.
It's been different. It's been
Yeah.
different without her, and we all
Yeah.
miss her. Everybody misses her. So.
I was wondering myself, where she been. So, wish her the best, and I would like to see her come back. So,
Yep.
I really hope that what she's doing, she can get through it and come back at some point. I really miss her.
Yep,
So all
we're
of
all
our
our
best.
friends here, and we're all there for her. So,
Always. So.
Yep.
I keep cutting people off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Same thing everybody else said. We wish her the best and hope she can make it back soon.
All right. So. Hopefully that. Hopefully she can hear that at some point and know that we all wish her the best and that she gets through this rough patch, and she's in our thoughts. So there's that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure that you guys are curious what's been going on social media, what's been going on, and we're going to lay this all out. Something that we like to do is show proof and evidence, crazy things, right? Crazy concepts where you actually show and demonstrate what you're talking about, and we're about to do that. So, Mr. Bagel, if you would please put up the tweet that I gave you, the first image, and let's sort of chart out how all this started and how we got to where we are today.
I gotcha.
All right. So if you guys can see now on screen, there is a cap. If you could scroll down a little bit so you can show the actual picture. There we go. Can you zoom in on the actual comment? The point is to show the comment.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha. I'll zoom in. Like that?
Okay.
Can you guys see
Eh,
that?
you
I'll
could
zoom in a
you
little
could
bit more.
potentially open the image as a new tab and then just zoom in on that.
Or I could just... No, I don't think that's going to work. Well, I'm pretty sure they can see it now. I zoomed
Okay.
in quite close.
It's fine. I can see it. So, what this is a comment that I left on one of Ardnas's videos, one of his last videos. That says here, "Please don't use my content on your monetized videos. I do not wish to contribute to this at all. I see my patrons only section screen cap used, even uncredited, at 13 seconds." Now, the point of me conveying this to Mr. Ardnas, or Miss Ardnas, or Ardnas the person, I'm not exactly sure what relationship we had with this person. We've talked about Ardnas before, gave our thoughts on it. Never really said you should boycott Ardnas. We never told people to do stuff. We just said this is our take on it. And I found out just recently, before I posted this comment, that he had used something of mine, clearly, because the screen cap was mine. It was my screen cap. I took it. I put it on my Twitter, and it was yanked, used. The uncredited part is just really just the kick in the pants. That's not the point, that it was uncredited or stolen. What I wanted to say to him politely is, please don't use my content in your monetized stuff. That's what I don't want. I don't want to be part of this. There's all sorts of comments for you to grab. There's all sorts of tweets for you to grab. There's a whole world out there. Please don't use my stuff. Not fucking don't use my fucking stuff. I'm going to take it down. Nothing else like that. Please don't use my stuff for monetized stuff. Now, in the past, I've asked for people to use their stuff. People have asked me to use my stuff. And it's always been, like, not a big deal. It really isn't a big deal. I've put out several things for people to use. I know the AJ versus DSP match I put out specifically for people to have as reference footage. So, I don't have any sort of issue with people using my stuff for the right reasons. I feel as though if somebody is using my stuff for monetized stuff, I have every right to ask them politely not to use it. That doesn't mean that they have to stop and they have to obey that and that I'm going to take action. I just ask nicely. Just please don't use my stuff for monetized purposes. Pretty straightforward. Here's where things go wrong. He deleted my comment and made it so that the message is, no, fuck you. Do what I want. So that's why I posted this tweet and let people know what was going on. So I decide, along with some other people, that we've had enough of this. We've had enough of people coming to us and saying, listen, we have a dilemma. We don't want to watch Phil stuff. We want to just watch the shorter segments, even though this, it's still Phil, but it's smaller. Smaller digestible chunks. We want to watch that, but we don't agree with Ardnas making money. We saw what you guys said on the podcast. We now realize that this guy is making money. We're not willing to participate in this, but we're in a dilemma because we just want to watch the content. That's what we want. We don't care about Ardnas the person. We care about the content. We just want to watch that content. So we decided, you know what? Why don't we fix that? Why don't we come together as a community, make a channel, and make it so that a bunch of different people can have access to this channel. A bunch of different people can, contribute content, can make it so it's not SOK, it's not like anything like that. It's just a community channel for people to put that up. It'll be ad-free, and within about 8 hours, it gets taken down. Moogle, I'll give you one more. Sorry to do this to you. It wasn't included in the immigrant for some reason. But here is the takedown notice that we got within around, 24 hours. So here's this.
It's loading. Okay, there we go.
And again, this is going to be so please stick with us here. It's a long story we have to tell. All right, so just focus on the screen cap here. We got an email within a few hours of making this channel with only one video on it. We'd like to inform you that due to severe or repeated violations of the community guidelines, your account is suspended, and we don't want to have spam and be aware that you're prohibited from having this account and yada, yada, yada. So the account was taken down with one video from getting a bunch of spam flags. At this point, we're just like, what the fuck ever. I mean, it's kind of a letdown that this had to happen, but whatever. We then go on, and if you would look at the Imgur, please.
Oh, just give me a second here. All right, and reset default. There we go.
So we then go to today. Today I get a tweet and says, hey, Ardnas has been taken down. We're like, Ardnas has been taken down? What are you talking about? We see this. He's been taken down for copyright strikes. You'd say copyright strikes. Okay. Then, a couple minutes later, we look here, and if you look at the second screen cap, we've got a video from Ardnas explaining the situation. His title, The Reason Ardnas Got Taken Down, Fuck You, Fred Fucks. That's what this guy decides to do. This person, sorry, people say it's a girl because it's Sandra backwards, but anyways, that's what this person decides to do. The reason Ardnas got taken down, fuck you, Fred Fuck. This is worse than what Phil did with his copyright strikes. But this is what he does. Okay. He then goes on to show, fuck, I can't believe I'm missing a lot of stuff here. Okay. Let me give you...
It's fine. Just give me whatever, and I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, let me give you the list of things that he used. The list of... Here we go. So then he gives a list of strikes that he was given, copyright strikes.
Did you
And
send it
here
yet?
is, yeah, right here.
Okay.
Here's the first one.
Oh, I have to download it.
That's cool.
Okay.
Here's the second one.
There's a third
Actually,
one.
should we put that on screen? Because I don't know if this fuckface is gonna try to put it like small.
Yeah, I will. I'll do that.
We'll challenge it if he does. But anyways, so he lists this list of copyright strikes that he was given. It says here, one says DSP Gaming at hotmail.com, which is obviously fake. He then puts up Steve Marsh for, I think, about like 10 strikes. Like, there's a shit ton here for Steve Marsh. And he then goes on to say that the reason why Steve Marsh would do such a thing, it's impossible that Steve Marsh would strike down his channel because he's made him videos for months, and that's not something he would do. In fact, the SoK threatened this man to take down his videos because we don't like him, right? That's pretty interesting. So we threatened the guy so that he would take down this stuff. So I just took a shot in the dark. And if we can go back to the Imgur, this is where things get interesting. I took a shot in the dark, and I decided to email the address that was listed because Ardnas actually went and doxed this guy, showed his email, showed his supposed name. Of course, nobody bats an eye when that happens. Apparently, there's a big shit that goes on when we show an email that Phil sent out accidentally. But, this guy goes and doxes a legitimate guy that gave him some copyright strike. It's fine. But anyways, I took a shot in the dark, and I'm glad that Ardnas did dox him like a fucking idiot because I got in contact with this guy. And I was wondering, let me get in contact with the person that actually struck down the channel. If you can see here, the first email I sent him right when I found out about this. You can see the email address there. I blocked out his name because it said his name. But I asked him what was going on. He says, yes, it was me. I even made a video about it, and I sent you a private message to your account. Feel free to show this email. I then showed that on Twitter. Then I went to the message. Moogle, if you can show the YouTube message from 19Basher88.
So I've seen this name before.
All right. I will read this for you. Hello, Fred Fucks. I made the intro for Ardnas. I closed his channel and gave him the copyright strike. I'm not a DSP fan, and I'm not a fan of any DSP haters. I'm neutral and enjoy very much to watch This Is How You Don't Plays. I'm gonna upload a video to show you what Ardnas said about SOK. I made up a story and said you guys hacked me, and he responded to me and told me you guys are the worst. Worse than DSP. I chose to take out Ardnas because he makes money off of DSP. Sorry for my English, Freddie. You are great, and please ignore I called you a motherfucker. I don't hate you guys or DSP. I enjoy the drama. I enjoy the drama and hate between you guys. Check out the video. I bet they're gonna take my. So I guess it cuts off at that point. So here are screencasts because. Listen, we don't know this guy. We'll link the video. You can watch the video yourself. We're just not comfortable putting this stuff on screen because obviously people are going to try to retaliate. I mean, that's people think that we did it. So, but what I did is I took some clips from the video that he showed as evidence. So the first thing here is Basher saying 3 weeks ago, "I'm glad you used my intro, Ardnas. LOL, so funny." 35 thumbs up. People interacting with him. The next comment here, somebody says that intro is so good. Ardnas himself says we have 19, Basher 88 to thank for that. He was the one that did the masterpiece. Bunch of people interacting with that. Then here is the beginning of this whole hacking narrative. Mr. Basher says to Ardnas, "I'm not saying it was Fred Fucks, but he spread hate against you and maybe he hacked me or this group. Anyways, I don't care. My channel is small, but Fred Fucks talks bad about you on Twitter. He's a jealous crybaby." Ardnas says in response, "I didn't know that you knew who Fred Fucks was. LOL, yeah. I know it was that cunt. He hates me because my channel got some attention, and he hates me for that. He tried to get people to hate on me on Twitter. He has friends that know how to hack, so I'm sure it was them. DSP fans don't do that." Mr. Basher says, "Yes, motherfucker also makes money off of Phil. And profits and talks about you. That's insane. Everybody uses the patrons only section, but he's butthurt and jealous because you're the biggest DSP hater channel." It's not correct. Fred Fucks sent his little hate group on me. That's why I think you got hacked, because you are nice and helped me with those cool intros. I think DSP sucks, but Fred is worse. Fred Fucks is cancer. He's the reason I don't interact with people on Twitter, which that is his Twitter at DSP Scrub, which is now deleted, by the way. He has a stupid podcast where he talks and talks, but the funny thing is no one gives a fuck about him. He has a little group of drones that follow him and hate on me. Just don't understand that. And the stupid thing is, I used a tweet from Fred Fucks, and he lied and said I stole his content. He is a crazy asshole, and it's funny because I don't give one fuck about him. His goal is to shit on me any chance he gets. So let me just summarize what we have here and what we've demonstrated through evidence. And if you guys want, I've posted a tweet with these things, the video that this person linked himself, made himself about the situation. A gift, if you ask me. I mean, for this guy to go out of his way to do that is more than anything we could have expected. But what we have here is this man, Basher, caught wind of the fact that Ardnas was making money off of his channel. He disagrees with that, and so he decided to file copyright strikes. What I've shown you guys is my first interaction with the guy. I have not known about this guy. I've never talked to him before. That's the first time I ever talked with him, right? So here he is. He says to us, "I am the one that took him down. This is the reason why I took him down. And here's the proof." And he laid out a full case to me to show me who he is, what he did, and what he's been up to. And Ardnas has offered zero proof but to say, well, Basher was hacked by them, and that's why he took down my channel. He doesn't want to say, oh, we had a falling out. He doesn't want to say that we're not friends anymore. He wants to say it's the SOK's fault. And then with his last video, he made a ridiculous, one-sided attack to try to basically take someone down with him. So we went to the comment section. We tried to communicate with him, and he has been deleting all of the comments that have anything to do with this. Anything that questions him, anything that brings up the fact that Basher actually spoke out about this, he's deleting it. He's offering up a one-sided conversation where people can say, fuck Fred, it's Fred's fault, fuck him. And it's up to you guys. We've got the evidence. I've posted the evidence. You can watch the video. You can look at the screen caps. You can look at anything that you would like to show that we literally had nothing to do with this, other than the fact that we spoke out about the fact that he makes money off of Phil. And I feel as though we have every right to say that. We never told anybody to boycott him. I've seen people do hashtag unsub Ardnas, all this shit. We've never said anything to anybody to say that they should do anything. The only thing that we did is voice the fact that we don't like it, and then we tried to offer up an alternative, an ad-free, glory-free, credit-free, anonymous group of people that are going to put together a channel that archives Phil stuff without ads. And that was taken down. Who has a stake to take that down? Ardnas. Who else does? Phil's going to take us down. The fans are going to take us down. Ardnas has been doing this for months.
I would like to point out, too, when I looked at the video myself, every comment that I've seen is pretty much, you know, fuck Fred Fox, shit like that. I have not seen a single negative comment even revolving around the fact that Ardnas is a piece of shit, because, well, they're gone. What's weird is my comment is still there, but I probably came in late because I didn't catch this until like later in the afternoon when this was all going on. So
I like how he's doing exactly the same thing what Phil does in the comments. That's pretty hilarious.
And he disabled ratings.
See, he's turning it to Phil.
He disabled his fucking quality too.
Damn.
So, what we heard from Ardnas when we first talked about this was that he doesn't make money off of this because he has a channel that's unrelated, and that makes money, and it has nothing to do with Phil, and this channel is linked to it, and thereby he makes no money, but there's ads on it, and that money goes to Google or floats in the ether. So I talked with several of these YouTube people that we've been talking with over the last few months, and I asked them about that because I was curious, and they said that's not in any way possible. I've had people talk about all sorts of different methods, extensions, browser extensions, all these different things that can show you where the money is going to. It says flat out monetized by Ardnas. I can grab that screen cap too if you guys would like. But essentially, all this boils down to the only blame that we have here. If you guys want to blame me or the SoK for anything or this community, what you could blame us for is speaking out against the fact that we don't like that Ardnas makes money off of Phil, that we don't agree with it. If you agree with it, cool. You're fully able to speak out about that. But what we did, the only thing that we did in this is we spoke out that we don't agree with it. And the person that was making his channel intros decided to do something about it. Copyright claimed the guy and took him down. Somehow we end up with the blame for that. It's pretty interesting.
Funny too, because I caught this before the channel went down, and you can turn off ad block, and I'm sure many people have done that already before, but I got a screen cap of this. And I want you guys to get your opinion on this, and I'm and we've already talked about this before, so I mean it's not doctored or anything like that. And yeah. And if anyone wants to explain this to me,
oh, there's an ad on that too. Or no, wait, what is
no,
this?
that's a different video. This
okay.
was his recent video before his channel got suspended. But I turned off ad block, and funny enough, this ad came up. Not even at the it was 11 seconds in the video, and just boom, fucking ad. I don't know where this came from. I don't know if it's a third-party claim, which I mean could be a possibility, but at the same time, maybe he does have Google AdSense and he's lying about it. But I'm going under the fact that I feel like he does have Google AdSense open, but he doesn't want to fucking admit it, because the music I hear doesn't really sound like it sounds like royalty-free music, or sometimes video game music even doesn't really get copyrighted either. So I don't know. You guys be the judge. It's like I can't sit here and confirm that he's like partnered and he has Google AdSense. All that this picture itself speaks for itself. So
Right. So that's what I'm thinking. Is that this person just wants to make a couple bucks. But again, all we did is just say we don't agree with it. This is not an argument of he should or should not. We're just saying we don't agree with it. There's plenty of cases where people don't agree with stuff that we do, and we don't have to agree with it or not. I mean, that's the thing. This is all opinion, right? Our opinion was we didn't like it. And I guess some people are rolling in late because people are saying, who flagged him then? What we showed evidence for, and I guess we could sort of run through it again, is that essentially the person who was making intro videos for him found out that he was making money off of his podcasts, decided to copyright claim him. It's simple as that. None of us have spoken with this person before. The first interaction I had is when I reached out and talked to this person today after I saw him in that video after the fact. So, yeah. It's as simple as that. I'm not sure why we got the blame, and I know why. There's certain people that just like to argue, that just like to, stir shit up. And that's their right, I guess. If they want to do that, that's fine. But we still plan on trying to do this community channel in some way. I mean, we're going to follow the YouTube rules with what they say. We're going to try to figure out a way to get the channel off. There's a lot of people in the meantime. That's the question we've been asking now. Like, oh, what are we going to do now? Ardnas is gone. There's a lot of people that still do that. There's one person in particular, I think Frahuya. I don't know how to pronounce it. But that person does it. I know the Jabman does it from time to time. I do it from time to time. But we're going to try to get this channel together. It's going to be, again, anonymous people. I probably will or won't be involved in it. Oh, was that Fazzy's connection?
Yeah, Fazzy went out, so the caller.
Ah, okay. I was like, what the fuck happened? Okay.
that was really weird.
All right. So we're still here. I guess people just had fucking silence. Sorry about that. I lost my train of thought completely. What was I saying?
I don't remember.
Community channel.
Oh yeah,
Community
yeah.
channel. So we're still gonna try to follow through on this community channel. There is obviously a need now, but I personally feel like Ardnas isn't going anywhere. I feel as though this whole situation is made to try to retaliate, to try to turn opinion. I mean, the best that he can do. We've said about him that he monetizes videos. The best that he can do against us is to say, well, they don't agree with me monetizing videos. So why not take it a step further and say, oh, I got taken down by my friends, and it's their fault. Blame them. But you can tell the video. The whole point of the video is just to try to go down swinging, and I'm sure that person's not going anywhere. I think that just saying I'm leaving forever is just to get people upset and emotional. So, but again, I challenge you to try to put a comment in that video that is not positive. I challenge you to try to fucking say something about the truth in that comment string. All you're gonna get are just people that are, fuck Fred, what? He took down the channel. Makes no sense. It's clear who took down the channel. He made up the hacking thing. He proved that he made up the hacking thing. I don't know what people... that's why I'm hoping that, people that are... like supporters or skeptical or on the fence, I hope that they're here. I hope that they can see that that we showed proof, that we sort of dissected it. And, if people still disagree with that, that's fine. If people still think that we did this, that this was us, I guess that's fine. We did our best. We showed evidence. Ardnas has showed no evidence. he hasn't. He showed some tweets from me and other people, and he's saying that, oh, this didn't happen to me before and it happens to me now, so it's Fred's fault. It's not. That's not evidence. That's circumstantial. We're showing literal, direct quotes from the person that did the takedown, saying what he says. So, I don't know. Any other thoughts on this, Mr. Ghost Dragon? I'm sure you're fucking brimming with insight here.
I mean, we covered a lot of the topics in that discussion, but it just baffles me that like people immediately jump to the conclusions that they're jumping to, and are even with the evidence in front of them, there's still like this. Well, it just could be a sock account. Like the fact that people think somebody's going to put that much work into like an aha gotcha moment. We're not that motivated. Plus, we were playing Destiny. We didn't have the time to fuck with them like that. But no, the policing of the comments doesn't surprise me. It disappoints me. But I mean, from the very get-go, I've been against the whole monetization of re-uploads, even if they are edited or anything like that, because what he was doing, and my big issue with what he was doing, or she, or whatever, is that validates Phil when he says that we're just trying to make money off of him and we're re-uploading his stuff to gain some profit off of his work. And when he says that, we don't have a leg to stand on because there's people like Ardnas out there that was doing that. And it just, the double standard too, the fact that our channel got shut down when we were trying to give people an alternative to watch the Phil stuff, to be up to date on the Antics without having to worry about like, oh, they're monetizing the videos. That gets taken down and nobody bats an eye. And then Ardnas gets shut down and it's this big hug box pity party for this guy. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it.
Yep. What I think is interesting is just the ire that people, oh yeah, I knew it, the fucking SoK. I don't know if people have like this weird image of us, like we're these bad guys that do shit, but I mean, we literally don't do anything. We chill on Skype, make some videos here or there, we do a podcast every Thursday. I don't really see what we do that's all so bad. Again, in this situation, all we did was just say we don't agree with the fact that he monetizes. And I just want to cover one quick idea. People acting like this whole monetization thing, like being against it, is something new. This whole like anti-monetization thing has been here since the beginning of this community. AJ, I'm sure you can speak to this. That I mean, you did the first This Is How You Don't Play. You're morally against monetizing ad Phil's shit, and I mean everything from the beginning to now. Unfortunately, recently there's been this weird change where people think it's okay now, but this has been a long-held philosophy not to fucking monetize off of Phil.
Since day one, yeah. I've always been against that.
So I don't know why people think that this is something new or this is just us. This is the way that the community has been. And that doesn't mean everybody. People are asking about DSP archives. Now, I wasn't around for DSP archives, so I can't look back and say I commented on it, but did anyone here know about DSP archives back when he was around?
I actually remember that channel, and I remember this was before I found out like ad block was a thing, and I was watching videos with ads on, and I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, why are there ads on these videos? And then, like, because I wanted to know what was going on with Phil. I think this was when he was streaming on Twitch. Like, this is kind of like the stuff that I was looking at, just kind of see what the hell Phil was up to. But I looked past those ads. I wasn't really bothered all that much by it. And then I was looking in comments and stuff, and I see people like, why are you monetizing this? Why are there ads and shit like that? And like, yeah, that's when I first knew about it. I didn't really say much about it because I wasn't that bothered by it, but it sure as hell bothered a lot of people.
He said he was donating the money to charity.
I do kind of remember that, yeah. The original reason why DSP archives even existed in the first place is because DSP did not upload his pre-streams back then. That was basically the purpose of the DSP archives. And if I remember correctly, he also uploaded full raw gameplay through from the stream as well. so people didn't have to wait for the whole, you know, vid by vids.
Right.
You know, because Phil always took forever on that shit. And what, you know, the reason why the channel got taken down is because when Phil was playing the South Park Stick of Truth, and you know, he was laughing his ass off. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about there.
Yeah, the balls.
Yeah. DSP Archive actually uploaded that video like 2 days, you know, on the very same day when that shit happened. And when Phil was streaming the next day, I believe people in the chat were talking about it. And I guess you could say Phil was devastated. He was heartbroken because people are watching, you know, Phil's reaction of his laugh from DSP Archives instead of his, because his was not even uploaded yet. And Phil said, you know what? Fuck this shit. Enough is enough. I'm taking that video down. That's pretty much what happened. And ever since then, Phil has actually started to upload the pre-streams now. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened in a nutshell.
So, again, I personally can't say that I was around this. Like, was this? Did the channel get taken down before the summer of 2014? Like the end, like August 2014, around?
This happened when Tales of Symphonia came out, HD. It was around.
Oh yeah.
Around March. March.
Oh,
of
okay. Yeah,
20
this was before me. I came around in the
March
summer.
of
So
2013, I believe, or 14. One of the 2 years.
So I noticed people are like using that as like a gotcha, like, "Oh, Fred, you didn't talk about DSP archives, ha, in your fucking face." I wasn't on Twitter. I wasn't
You were
around.
irrelevant. You were not even around till
Wow.
September.
Well, I was trolling Phil in his chat under 75 different names at that point. So,
You were Fizz.
yeah, I was the original Fizz. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't even there to comment on it. So, and I wasn't at all connected with the anti community yet. I didn't really know about stuff. I knew I was obviously watching Phil since around 2008, 2009, but I didn't know too much about the subcommittee, the subcommunity that we have here. So, I don't know. I would hope that we did a good job covering this. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to cover.
I do have something I'd like to add about the whole thing. The more I thought about it, I'm going to be a little frank here. It kind of bothers me a little bit that the dude just didn't come right out and tell Ardnas, like, hey, I sent you the copyright strikes. Like that whole hacking story that he like threw at Ardnas. Like to me, that kind of felt like he was hiding the fact that he did it. Like he didn't have the, like I said, I'm going to speak a little frank. He didn't have the balls to tell him, like, you pissed me off because you're monetizing the content, so I'm going to strike the videos. And the other thing that really got me, which we discussed earlier, is like, you know, nobody gives a shit that Ardnas has this dude's name and email address in his video. And if you look at the comments, there's guarantee some of them fucking people are going to dog this guy thinking it's you, or just being like, oh, you took Ardnas's channel down, and nobody cares. Like you don't see anybody on Twitter, or I mean, obviously we're not going to see the comments because they're going to get deleted, but like we show the contents of an email with no personal identification in it talking about Phil's CPM, and everybody's like, oh my God, you guys are terrible. And this guy's got a name and or an email address, and nobody cared. I don't get that. I'm done.
Another thing I'm seeing a little bit in the chat is this notion of drama. Now, I I didn't see anybody say that Ardnas is causing drama by basically making a fucking go attack this person video. People are just like, yeah, you go get him. Again, the only quote unquote drama that I guess we could take responsibility for is daring to say publicly that we don't agree with something that Ardnas does. I think that we quite often say things that we don't agree with Phil for. I guess we don't have the same ability to say things that we don't agree with other people for. So that's what I would respond to that with. Again, literally the only thing we said is that we don't agree with the way that he monetizes, and I personally called out the fact that he, you know, disabled my commenting ability on his channel, and he's been steadfastly, vigorously, aggressively deleting any comment that is negative, just like Phil. Disabled rating. I mean, listen, okay, this is exactly what goes on KO Gaming. Disabled likes, dislikes, and heavily edited comment section. And people are just like, oh, nah, Ardnas is good people, fam. You know, it's the SOK that's the problem. We've been doing shit, you know, in my opinion, I would say we've been doing shit pretty fairly in our time here. I'd say we treated people fairly in our time here. I would say we avoided a lot of drama. Not everything. We're only human, but I'd say that we've done a decent job at keeping things fair. And you know, unfortunately, this is the way it happens. So if you guys can see on screen right now, the streaming extraordinaire, Mr. Magel, has included here the counters. Now, Phil wanted to do a little bit of, backsass there with the Fine Bros counter. We just thought it'd be cool to check in and see how Phil's doing. What's that, KO Gaming? 4.6 million? Oh, no, that's 1,000, right?
Yeah, that's 1,000.
Ouch. Yeah, ouch. See, I was thinking it was like in the millions, because Fine Bros was at like, it's easy to misinterpret millions, It's easy to it's easy to make a lapse in numbers that easily. So as we can see, Phil is losing. Phil is yeah. Yes.
This is quite the fucking rig going on.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Oh,
You guys are welcome.
He's losing subs. Oh man, that's great. But anyways, again, this is more just to let people know what's going on. I sincerely hope that that people are at least informed. Listen, you don't have to take our side on this. We're used to it. All you have to do for me to be happy is just to listen to the information, look at what is presented to you, look at what both sides have shown you as far as evidence. One side says the reason why that got taken down is because the person wanted to do it. They didn't agree with what Ardnas is doing anymore. And here's him saying those things to you. Here's the person himself saying why he did it and what he did. Or you could listen to Ardnas say, it was Fred because I said so. And you need to be mad at him because now I'm going away. That's up to you. So, all right. Did I miss anything? Can we move on now? Can we go on to the Phil stuff?
you can move on.
All right. So, all that out of the way, we're going to be speaking to our two soldier buddies, Soldier Boy Tellums. They're going to tell you what they think. Let me grab our viewer submitted doc and let's talk. I gotta say this on air. I'm sorry. I just got a tweet, quote, "You're being as bad as DSP lying about this. Just letting you know." So shout out to this person.
Whatever the fuck that means.
What can I do? There's nothing I mean,
Honestly, dude, you cannot argue with stupid. I mean, you just can't.
All right, let me grab our docs and let's get into this. The second thing we'll probably cover will be the military thing. We've got another guest caller coming in along with the fantastic Mr. Leo King, who's going to tell us all about this kind of shit. All right, let's do the Fine Bros. Let's get into the Fine Bros. We've got the counter up. Might as well get this out of the way. Let me see if there's any viewer submitteds that also reference the Fine Bros, so that I can give these fine people some credit. Let's see. Fine Bros, Fine Bros, Fine Bros. Thoughts on Phil's hate boner for the Fine Bros. The amount of unbridled joy it brought him was ridiculous. Submitted by Jin. And let me see if there were any other Fine Bros questions. All right, so I guess Jin gets the Jin gets the nod on that one. So yeah, I don't know. Let me throw it out to you guys real quick. I've been talking a lot. Reactions to Phil's just fucking love of what's going on to the Fine Bros. Enough to fucking put counters up and everything.
Did he even say anything useful besides just using ad hominems?
Well, he did say they lost 1 million subscribers.
Yeah. I'm sure Fisk can
He
give his
did say
input.
they lost 1 million subscribers.
So he basically made a video that people like me wouldn't even give a shit about, pretty much.
He's just trying to join the bandwagon that everyone else is doing, pretty much.
I'm surprised Phil
typical.
just stuck with 1 million, then go for like, you know, one of those made up names like Bajillion or Gorillin.
Well, he didn't have anything of substance to add to the conversation, but he just. It's part of his three-prong approach. He's just going to take any little thing that he thinks is going to garner him some views, and he's going to ramble on about it for 15, 20 minutes or whatever, because he is now everything he bitched about on YouTube. So that's all he's going to do from here on out. And that's the only reason he did that.
I just want to say, if this is his take on real life issues, I cannot wait for him to talk about politics.
Oh, he'll get destroyed.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sure Mr. Medicare will be all over that shit.
Pretty much.
So I don't know if this is a phenomenon because we're putting this on screen, but Phil is legitimately losing subscribers.
Holy shit.
As we
Wow.
talk. Like, it's fluctuating. It's like, dude, that's so weird. How is it going up and down? So this channel can't have that much play.
Somebody's probably going over there and subbing and unsubscribing.
Interesting. I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there, but he is. It's going up and down. But he is down from where we started. So, that's pretty funny. Man,
Choosing
oh, man.
bots.
Good riddance.
I think the Phil pays for bots to get his sub count up, and some of them are getting deleted now.
Hmm. It's possible. It's definitely possible.
It's so funny to watch the subscribers fucking fall down. Oh, you lost 2 there, or 3.
It's going all over the place. Jesus. All right. Well,
It's like his cholesterol.
oh, no.
Oh,
I
that's mean.
It's his
No,
blood
this
sugar.
cholesterol only goes up.
What are you
Well,
talking about? This is clearly his weight.
this is his debt. This is his debt counter. 180,000 in debt.
He's done his fucking national debt.
But man, to see him just take so much fucking joy, and to be such a victim when shit happens to him. But there were some key things that he said that stuck out to me. And the chief among them was, he said that, this kind of stuff dies out very quickly. It's gonna blow over, and this stuff with Phil hasn't really blown over, has it? I mean, sociopaths like us are still here, 67 episodes into a podcast. The KWO is, I guess, still kind of around every once in a while. But this stuff with Phil didn't really blow over. What's unique about Phil? Like, how is this something that is able to continue on? I'm kind of confused, and I'm curious if someone can give insight.
He does and say stupid shit almost every day. That's the problem.
But is he unique in that way? Like, how does?
Yes.
Yeah, he was going to be an officer.
General Burnell.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I just posted a picture about that shit too. Fucking Phil in the wheelchair.
I'm gonna send airstrikes down on your house, okay?
We're gonna do the military thing. All right, let me grab our buddy here, and we'll do this. Hold on 1 second. If we can get this gentleman in. All right, so when I drag him in, Fazzy or Kama, could you please hit the call button for him? Kama?
God damn it.
Yeah,
I sent you a picture, Fred.
There we go.
But
Comment if you could hit the call button on this gentleman.
yeah, I'm looking for him right now.
It's in the thing. It's in the Skype window. Just hit the green button next to his name. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, now I think we're connecting. All right, so I think we have Mr. Grimm with us.
Hi.
Mr. Grimm, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right, I guess.
Mr. Grimm, thank you very much for your time. I very much appreciate it. You reached out to me on Twitter, and you asked for an opportunity to address this. And I mean, how could I say no? This is obviously something that affected a lot of people and just really rubbed people the wrong way with the kind of language he was using about this story. Of course, I'm talking about the Marine recruitment story. First of all, just maybe give us a little bit of background on yourself before we sort of dive into this, kind of let people know about yourself, and then I'll do the same thing for Mr. Leo King here.
All right. Basically, I'm a Navy retiree. I joined in 2010 and got out in 2014. I didn't really make it that far, to be honest, because I had a lot of mental breakdowns and whatnot. But other than that, I still consider the Navy to be probably one of the best things I've ever done in my life. So Phil talking shit about the military, especially the Marines, burned me in such a way that I felt I needed to talk about it.
Well, I mean, first of all, obviously, thank you for your contribution. You know, there's a special place in people's hearts for people that serve. So obviously, thank you for that. Mr. Leo King, how about yourself? Tell us about your current experiences.
Been in the Air Force for almost a year. Next month will be a year. So I'm in the Air Force. They're having it pretty easy so far. So they call us the Chair Force.
Oh,
Because
yeah, that's-
they spoil us.
Well, the same salutation to you, man. Of course, thank you for your service. We appreciate it. And so let's get into this, man. I'm sure you guys have both watched what he said at least once. Let's get into like this story. How realistic is this? What's going on here? What is he telling these people?
Basically, the story he's telling them is very highly exaggerated, to be honest. There's nothing. What he said could have happened, but at the same time, it's so far-fetched, you're thinking like, oh, you pulled this from a fucking movie, you jackass.
Yeah. And he was he graduated high school, right? So he said he talked to the recruiter when he was like 18. So there was no way he completed college. So
Right.
there'd be no way that he could become an officer.
They said to him that you're on pace to go to a good school, so you didn't even get there yet.
Yeah, that's even. To be honest, seeing he said he was joining the Marines, from what I've heard from Marines that I've worked with, is that they do not like their officers at all. And honestly, the fact that they're saying like, oh, you could be an officer, they're probably just completely fucking with him. And he took that as, oh, really? I could be an officer?
You know, probably desperate for Marines and they wanted to get some lucky sucker.
So,
yeah.
One of the things that I thought was really offensive, though, was the way that he described it, because he said that this guy was probably indoctrinated with this rebel, blib, herpa derp, serve your country stuff. And the way that he basically framed it was that sort of to be patriotic, nationalistic, or supportive of the military is in some way some sort of brainwashed, or in some way some inadequacy as a person, some sort of mental mistake to be of that mindset. As service members, how does that make you feel that he would describe wanting to be part of the military, wanting to serve the country, wanting to help out? That he would describe it in a way that might influence people to be like, yeah, you're right, fuck the military.
To be honest, it's a fucking huge slap in the face. I mean, you're talking about doing something that could detriment your life. You could be killed out there. And oh, fuck those guys. They don't deserve our gratitude. Well, fuck you, dude.
Especially the Marines, because they go out there like first. on the battlefield.
Marines are the first there. The Navy gets them there, and being that disrespectful to any of the branches is like a massive slap in the face.
Let's be honest, he wouldn't have been able to make it through boot camp.
Yeah, especially Marine boot camp. He'd be gone in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, the first day.
What
No,
if-
he wouldn't have even been able to made it past processing melts.
What
Oh,
if
God.
there's no big Donalds here?
Actually, the Navy base in Great Lakes, there is a Taco Bell and a Burger King, but you're not allowed to go in them until you're graduating.
I got the direct quote here from Mr. Eddie. Thank you, Mr. Eddie, the fantastic Eddie B43. Follow him on Twitter. You'll be better for it. Quote, I could tell was that in his mind they ingrained that military shit. Oh, it's the best thing ever. Loyalty to your country. Herpa derpa fucking derp. So there's this ingraining into people that to join the military is you're herpa fucking derp.
That honestly pissed me off. 'Cause
It was
Go ahead.
stupid.
I mean, it's really in a lot of young men's lives. It's one of the biggest decisions that they make, especially at that point in their life. I have several friends, family members, especially a lot of guys that I went to high school with, that made that decision. And to say that they were in some way not fully informed, or to say in some way that they were, I don't know, the way that I take it from him, it almost seems like there's like they're tricking them, or they're, you know what I mean? Like they're doing something to them where they're not of the right mind. They're not of sound mind to make that decision, you know?
he's a jackass.
Helps
Because-
people's families. Yeah, sorry.
They have a lot of jobs where they have nothing to do with combat, and you have a lower rate of being deployed out to the battlefield, like finance. All they do is fucking sit at the computer and type in your fucking payments and shit.
I mean, the original job I went in, I was supposed to be a crypto linguist, so I almost would have never made it into combat situations. And the language I was in, haven't been at war with technically we haven't been at war with North Korea since the 50s, but you know, that could happen at any time because Kim Jong-un's an idiot. But that's neither here nor there.
Not really. Not when their nuclear bombs are falling back down on them like Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, you know what? We could send fucking Phil as a missile over to ISIS, and they fucking surrender immediately.
Come on!
You know, the other thing I kind of want to point out, you know, you think about people that benefit from service members like yourself, people that, you know, you think about people that have comfortable lives, freedoms, and I would say, in a weird way, that Phil is a person that has benefited from it, not the most, that's obviously ridiculous, but more than usual. He has essentially the ability to sit at home, not have to really brave any sort of strife, any sort of physical tasks, any sort of, obviously no sort of like combat situation. He doesn't really fight people or anything. He doesn't have to really do anything. He doesn't have to defend himself. Doesn't have to defend his property. People do his yard work for him. He just has to get up in the morning, have some breakfast, and then he gets to go on stream and exercise his freedom of speech and go out there. And it's as though the sacrifices made from the people that he basically represents as people that are essentially mindless in their decision to sign up, that their sacrifices have actually benefited him in an incredible way, but yet he's so unappreciative.
It's honestly just kind of disgusting. I mean, he, as you said, he just benefits from not having to do anything. I've had people on on ship that have told me that people have fucking died. There was the people that I was on cruise with, they told me like right before I had joined up with them that they were on cruise and they had to fight Somalian pirates. They could have none of them could have come back.
Yeah. And then there's Phil, sitting on his couch, yelling, playing Call of Duty and stuff like that. I mean, that's as close as he's gonna get. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, you know?
That's as close as it's going to get to fighting terrorists.
Yeah.
Against Sergeant Galp.
Well, we're the terrorists.
Yeah, you guys are terrorists because you're trying to tell him that he's dumb and needs to improve himself. But no, bleh.
But
Besides,
yeah,
the only thing that Phil can do is camp.
but yeah, Phil could have totally been an officer. I mean, look at how he plays Call of Duty and other first person shooters. I mean, like
His KD is pretty good.
He clearly had no idea about what the military offers and how well they take care of you. Because right now they're paying for my college, giving me a bunch of free shit.
And seeing I'm out up until 2029, I can go to college and have basically the entire thing paid for me. I would make an E5 ranking in payment just to go to school.
So, two quick interruptions. First of all, there is news just coming in that pro BMXer Dave Mira has passed away. So I know that growing up when I did, skateboarding was really big and BMXing, the extreme sports. So I was a fan of Dave Mira, and that's terrible news. I'm kind of sad to hear that.
Shit.
So best wishes, Dave Mira, his family, his supporters, his friends. It's always tough to get to stories rolling in like that.
Apparently, he's not the only one that died.
Somebody else passed away?
From what I'm reading, it says Joe Alasky, Dave Mira, Axel Rotten, and Maurice White, all in the same day, passed away.
No way.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Axel
Fucking hell.
Yeah. I just read a tweet from shoutouts to Stefan Watercress. He follows the DSP stuff, like the anti-DSP stuff. I talk to him once in a while on Twitter, and he just brought that up on Twitter. So, yeah.
Oleski was the voice for Grandpa Pickles in the later seasons, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. So, wow. That's crazy. Another quick thing I want to interrupt this conversation for. I'd be remiss if I didn't say this. Mr. Mogul, would you please put this lovely chat, this YouTube comment response from Mr. Ardnas. Please put that on screen.
I just was about to bring that up too.
All right.
Oh boy.
This is beautiful. I'm sorry to take your time, but this needs to be addressed while it's still fresh. I don't want to let too much time pass because there may still be people here from the Ardnas explanation stuff. So if you can make that a bit bigger.
Yeah, I will. Just give me a second. I want to fill the screen up.
Surprised you didn't hear me facepalm when I read it.
No, I was reading that on Twitter and I was like, "Oh my lord!" That.
I stopped reading because I felt you guys were gonna bring it up anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I can't really.
So somebody, that's good. That's good. I got it full screen, so that's good. Leave it as is. So there's a comment that says, "I'm really sorry to hear about this, Ardnas. I have to say, screw Basher for fucking you over. However, I don't believe Fred Fucks Delivery wanted to take your channel down because I watch his videos. He's a good guy. Thank you. Appreciate that. Checks in the mail. I hope you guys can talk to each other and work things out. I'd hate to say that a great community died today. That's. I'm sure this guy's going to be called a dick rider, but he seems pretty level-headed to me. I may be biased, I guess. Here's Ardnas' response to this. The reason 19 Basher 88 took down my channel was because Fred Fuck said nasty shit about me on Twitter. saying I make money and that I don't edit videos, which is funny because he is the one that steals DSP shit and uses a stupid watermark. After all the shit Fred Fuck said about me, Basher started to hate me. That's why he took my channel down. By the way, Basher is a secret friend of Fred Fuck's. Fred Fucks posted an email on Twitter showing Basher saying he took me down to please Fred Fucks because he hates me. The thing in all this is I didn't know that Basher was Fred Fuck's fuckboy and that he would fuck the channel.
Oh,
What?
Lord.
You like brought up your name like 10 times in that one paragraph.
Fred fucks.
He's got a hard on for you, dude.
So essentially, the whole hacking narrative has gone away. So the whole hacking thing doesn't exist anymore. What he's saying now is that the reason why he took down the channel is because me and only me said nasty shit about him on Twitter. And that the reason why he took it down is because he's my secret friend, a guy that I literally just talked to like 12 hours ago, by the way. Or not even. A guy I talked to like 4 hours ago. Excuse me. I just talked to this guy the first time like 4 hours ago. This guy is my secret friend, right? And he did it to please me.
Well, obviously, man, everyone's against him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Everybody
seems-
works for me.
Yeah. It seems that his story drastically changed, too.
Mm-hmm.
Funny,
But
huh?
if you say anything, those comments are gone.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's not like people can think for themselves or anything.
Oh, no, if you have the same opinion as somebody else, you're their fuckboy now. That's how it works on Twitter.
Unbelievable. I just can't. I'm sorry. It's too much. It's too much to even think about anymore. So let's not. I just wanted to bring that up because it's incredible. I just wanted to give you guys a live update on what this fucking guy is having to do to like keep the fuck Fred mentality going, even though literally he somewhat admitted that the guy did it himself, but now he's trying to do the fucking Fred mob boss narrative where I ordered him to do it or he did it for my sake. I mean,
you to do this on the day of my daughter's wedding.
I'm gonna make him awfully confused. So, whatever, man. Keep doxing people, Ardnas. Go ahead, man. Go ahead and dox people. Fucking show their email addresses. You know how I know that you actually doxed the guy because I used the email address that you showed on your fucking video to get in contact with that actual person. So yes, you did fucking dox them, putting out personal information. That's actual personal information. That's some fucking garbage about how much Phil thinks his channel is worth, which is an estimation. But anyways, back to the military again. You guys gave me your time, so I don't want to stray too far away from it. But I think we really covered a lot of stuff. I don't want to rehash things. But just generally speaking, if you could predict Phil's performance in the military, I'm sure that it's going to be interesting. But if you could predict Phil's performance, if he were to join the Marines, what do you guys think? You think he's going to do well?
Hell no.
Oh, oh God, no. If anything, he'd probably at least try to fit in about maybe the first few days, and then the moment
That PT.
moment the recruiter, PT happens, he's really like, fuck this, man.
You know what? Just Phil in the military, it reminds me of all those guys who fucking play Call of Duty and say like, "Oh, I'm such a good soldier now. Like I could go over to freaking Afghanistan and just kill everyone with my bare hands."
Wait, what do you mean that I don't respawn when I die? This is fucking bullshit, dude.
Phil wouldn't make it an hour into the basic. He'd be sitting in the corner in the fetal position, sucking his thumb and crying.
No, he wouldn't even be able to make it through the fucking Air Force. And that's the easiest branch.
I know as hell he wouldn't make it through the Navy.
He'd burst into fucking tears when the sergeant just starts yelling at him.
He'd backtalk and get dropped.
Now, now you just cried evil again.
So there's that. I feel like we got some good mileage out of that. Again, I think it's incredibly disrespectful. I don't think I don't think he realizes when he says shit like this. The reach that he actually, I mean, he does have a reach. I mean, there's thousands of people that watch that. I'm sure that there's several I don't want to say kids, but teenage boys that would be in a position to, maybe decide if they want to go to the military or not. And I got to be honest, I think that if one kid changed their mind, was like, no, that's not for me now. Fuck they, yeah, Phil's right. Fuck them. They're cocky and they lie to you and they're manipulative and I don't want to be a herpa derpa fucking derp. That he might have affected someone's life because obviously there's a very real possibility of combat and God forbid the worst. But for a lot of people that I know, it was a positive thing in their life. They were able to you know fund their education and learn some really good things, some life lessons, get a sense of discipline and order and structure. There is there are many reasons why it would be good for somebody to at least consider it, at least weigh their options. And I'm just afraid that somebody's life could have gotten changed by just hearing Phil describe it as herpa derpa fucking derp. And that's just, that's just
If
my
their
perspective on it.
opinion, if their opinion got easily swayed by Phil's bullshit, then we obviously don't need them
What's
because
even
they're too weak-willed to last.
Yeah, if they're influenced by some 33-year-old fucking man-child, I don't really think they would make it in the military anyway.
I don't know, man. Let's say they're 14 or 15 and they still haven't developed yet, but now they set this in their mind that like, oh yeah, fuck the military, you know?
Well,
So
yeah.
you still need to be mentally strong.
I get you. I get you.
Well, if they're at that age, maybe they'll figure out that maybe Phil wasn't right and he's just bad mouthing it because he wants to talk shit.
So, go
Um,
ahead, Kama.
I was gonna say, what's even worse to me is that I have seen so many times fans of Phil who have said that oh, I'm a veteran, I'm in the military, I'm out in conflict zones, and your videos make me feel better and bring me joy and everything. And just by making that statement and everything, the herpa fucking derp thing, I mean, just think of how he's slapping them in the face.
Jeez. Wait, there are fans of him who are in the military?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Embarrassment.
It's a pretty ignorant thing to say, like herp to nerp, when you're talking about like military and stuff.
I mean, let's be honest. There were a lot of people that that commented on this. I saw people in the comment section talking about this. So, yeah.
That's so dumb.
So, all right. I think we basically got the gist of it. We'll
yeah.
we'll roll. What's up?
Got one more thing. He said his dad was a Marine veteran,
Yeah.
and he didn't know shit about the Marines. Basically, with his story. So I was believing that he fucking lied about that too.
Yeah, I remember someone saying like his dad like worked on helicopters, but was in no way like a military member. So pretty sure he just bullshit that one too.
I can't say I disagree. Like, Phil's past is going to be glorified. He has no obligation to be honest about his past, and he's obviously exaggerated and embellished stories on Hate Live and Ask the King about his past and big-breasted Hispanic women. So, you know, that's par for the course.
If his dad was in the Marines, he would have fucking showed him around the base and shit. Tell him about the Marines, what they did. By his story, he just didn't know anything.
I've noticed that too. Like, if you come from a family that's been in the military, like in each generation, then you're proud of that shit and you want to be in there no matter what.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's move on. Let's see what we've got here in our viewer submitted doc. We'll roll with our buddy Grim here for a little bit longer since he was so nice to give us his time.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll roll with you for a little bit. Let's see what we've got here. So, viewer submitted doc. Let's see what people have to say. Hmm.
Oh wait, Freddie, before you start, I do have one more thing to say, but this is about DSP and his singing in the Rockathon. I just felt
Oh,
I had to
wow.
say
Oh, good
this.
lord.
Okay, I want to preface this by saying I've been singing since I was probably like 6, and I've had 6 years of choir practice all throughout middle and high school. And my God, can he not carry a fucking note? He is so fucking tone deaf. What in the fuck? And
It is
okay,
really bad.
and with the whole song "Wait and Bleed" by Slipknot, because I remember him complaining that he didn't want to sing that because his throat hurt.
Yes.
I looked through the song, took a listen to it. It's not really that intensive of a song, other than parts of the verses where the singer, I don't remember his name, but he's like growl singing, which
Yes.
could hurt a little bit if you're not prepared for it. Which obviously Phil's not prepared if it takes him an hour to get sick of singing.
Yeah, I mean, Corey Taylor tends to, sort of mix it up a lot. He does like just singing and screaming, but he did Linkin Park. He did other things. It wasn't
Wait,
like
he did Linkin Park. What?
he did in the end by Linkin Park.
Oh God! Oh,
You
That's
know,
the one thing I was hoping that he wouldn't touch, and he did. Fuck.
fucking hell!
maybe Phil should be in the military. We could just send him over there, and all he has to do is sing when in their interrogation rooms.
Oh God!
I mean, just think how many terrorists would give up all their information having to listen to him singing for hours.
So he would be very similar to Jigglypuff.
Yes.
Except
Yeah.
instead of being put to sleep, they're trying to cut their ears off.
Be put to death. So that's actually a killer segue. It's almost as if we planned this out. The first thing we've got here is how much of a hit to the business do you think Phil's Rockathon 2.0 was? Spitting in the hand of patrons live on camera and being a general pain. He didn't do himself any favors. Could this be potentially a watershed moment for the moderate patrons, or where they continue to throw their wallets at Philly Boy? Submitted by Latimer.
What?
Don't do that. What?
Just read over the damn question, you motherfucker.
Yeah, pro tip: just wait till other people start talking about it, and then just be like, "Yeah, I know what he said." All right. So basically, what he's asking is if this was some sort of disservice, the way that he acted, and that also leads into the next viewer submitted question and the Slipknot stuff. But I don't know. Do you think there's going to be? That's a good question. I didn't think about that. Do you think there's going to be some patrons that are like, "Man, this guy's a pain in the ass, acting like he's so fucking." Acting like he's so fucking exhausted and he's exerting himself to do this. Like, I'm sure that people think he's unappreciative and, yelling at people and shit.
I didn't he
Man.
record the Fine Bros thing like right after the whole Rockathon?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Your throat was hurting too much for you to sing a song. But you could go on a 20-minute rant about the fucking Fine Brothers when everyone else has driven that into the fucking ground. Why?
Money. He already got the money for the Rockathon. He just had to put the bare minimum out.
I guess it's some easy money.
Mm.
How would I know you
Loads
were
of
gonna
money.
say
Remember when
Loads of money.
Remember when he said he was the best singer in his drama class?
Oh, yeah.
What?
that? Well,
I mean, like, he's Philly Boy. He wants to have a record label, and he thinks like he's gonna be like Justin Bieber and get, discovered by Usher and shit.
Oh my god.
that's a fucking load of shit if I've ever heard it.
Oh yeah, 33-year-old being discovered by fucking Usher. I'm sorry.
That was
So let's
can only
segue
assume
into the
that.
next one then, and that is by the person who submitted this footage of them getting wrecked in Bloodborne. Does Phil owe an apology to the patron that he banned from his stream chat for requesting a song in his chat? While I agree that Phil can refuse a request if he chooses, I don't think how he went about it, or I think how he went about it was ridiculous. Submitted by Tyler Get Good Moneybags Hanson.
A motherfucker is giving you money, and you're gonna ban them because they're requesting a song? Dude, what the fuck?
If I gave him money, requesting him something that is part of the program, I guess you could say, and if he bans me or refuses, go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah. So
I'm
money.
giving you money. I'm giving you money to request something, dude. What the fuck?
Go fuck yourself with an antenna.
whoa.
Dude, seriously.
I mean, I could understand if maybe like Phil were more popular and he was singing for like 3-4 hours, and like this guy's like, "Oh, can you do my song?" It's like, "Hey, man, I'm not feeling too good." Maybe I wouldn't complain, but after a fucking hour, and you have the audacity to ban him too, fuck you.
Yeah.
Lose that money.
So let me kind of plot this out for you guys. I put up the patrons only section post where people were nominating songs. One of the songs that was submitted by, I believe, Ted H. Ted H. was Slipknot, Wait and Bleed. That was, he nominated 3 songs. That was the top choice of his or hers, whatever. And Phil, at the very top of the stream, notes that he bought it and that it was a patrons only request. Then apparently this person went into the chat, and I was in the chat too. I wanted to see what was going on because I heard about the Antics, and I'm a fiend for the Antics.
Green
This
Antics.
person was trying the Green Antics tonight. The person was trying to get people to be in agreement, because at that point Phil was like asking the chat what do they want, like, oh, what does the chat want? And the chat started requesting shit, and this Ted guy was basically going in the chat and saying, "Hey guys, do you want to see him do Slipknot?" A lot of people were saying yeah, so he said, "Well, why don't when the next time he asks, let's all work together and let's put Slipknot in the chat so that he can see it. Like, let's work together and get this because we want it." And apparently, by doing that, that upset Phil. He interacted with this idea on multiple occasions in between songs, saying, "I can't sing. You know I can't sing. I can't do this. I can't sing a song I don't know. I don't know the lyrics. Oh, this kind of shit." And it culminated with him saying, "Oh, I see people still asking when I said multiple times that I can't sing it. So you know what? If you're going to be little bitches about it, I'm not going to do it at all."
Pussy.
Now he didn't include this in the YouTube parts, but yours truly has it, and it's definitely going into the DSP Sings It. I'm going to be plotting out a very nice narrative of him, first of all, saying, because at the beginning of the stream, he's like, "I don't know this song," and then he hears the preview, and he's like, "Oh, wait a minute, yeah, I know this song." So we're going to really detail his flip-floppery on singing Slipknot, and I enjoy that very much. So there's that.
Didn't he also say he would refund that patron their $5?
That is correct. As a matter of fact, that is absolutely correct. Let me see if I can find that post. That was the infamous patrons only section post, the one that started all the shenanigans. Let me see if I can find this. Dappa-doo.
Yabba dabba doo.
Dappa-dippa-doo. Let's have a look. See, man, I posted a lot of screenshots today.
Crazy, huh?
All right, here we go. You literally spammed the chat for a good 5 minutes, even after I clearly said, quote, "I cannot sing right now, maybe later." Just because you pledged some money doesn't give you free reign to be a rule-breaking, obnoxious brat. $5 doesn't give you the right to ask me to risk my physical well-being and then complain when I said I wouldn't do it immediately.
Physical well-being.
Are you?
That,
Yeah,
Are
you
you
want that on
kidding
here?
me?
I'll give you this. You can put it on
Please.
screen.
put it on
It's
screen.
your fucking
Please.
job. As you like to call it, this is your fucking job. People
gonna-
risk their lives out there every fucking day just by driving to fucking work, you shithead. Oh my god.
All
I
right.
could have died singing that song, man.
Yeah, do some push-ups, Officer Brunel.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Drop and give me 20, okay?
All right, so Moogle's getting that situated on screen for us. Yeah, so that's
Yeah, I have it.
essentially what I'm reading. You know what I should do next time I send you a tweet? I'm just gonna send you the picture link so that it just opens it in a new tab. Like
Yeah.
if I send you this, that probably would work better.
Yeah, this new Twitter thing is weird. I don't know why.
Yeah, this new
I
Twitter.
dislike the new Twitter thing.
Yeah.
But as I was reading, I'll continue on here. If you have a problem, PM me on here or on Patreon and tell me your Patreon account name, and I'll gladly refund you your $5 and remove you from my contributors list permanently. Sorry, you can't buy your way into being a jerk. You should learn how to behave on someone's stream and not think you have free reign to do whatever you want just because you pledged to a Patreon account. Thread closed.
What a fucking asshole.
Again, this is in the patrons only section. So this guy, instead of going public, actually did Phil a favor and only posted this in the patrons only section. And that's the response that he got, as if he was the worst person ever.
Fucking loser.
What a jackass.
And wait, so let me get this straight. He could refund that $5 because the dude is being an asshole for not say constantly requesting the song. But that $12.50, I don't know where it went. It's can't refund it.
He also refunded me as well when he found out that I was donating to his Patreon. What I did is I donated through my name. He literally refunded me. I posted the PayPal transaction. So
I refunded this son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Fred
I
Deluxe
refunded
isn't
that
gonna
idiot.
support me.
Yeah, I refunded that idiot.
wait, someone's saying that they wasn't in the patron only section when they saw it, that they moved it? No way. No way. One of the mods moved that from patrons only to public?
You're kidding.
What?
Really?
No.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna go look later. I'm gonna
That
see if
does
I can
not
find
that
it.
does not seem right.
Yeah, that's weird.
Why would you do that?
That's real interesting.
It's Phil, dude.
But
True.
yeah, he also he didn't refund our dollar, but he refused to take our dollar anymore, which sucks. You know, we wanted to do our fair share. But anyways, how's the counter doing? Oh wow, he's less than what he started at. That's pretty cool.
It's not even going up. That's the funny part.
Now it went up one. See, you jinxed it.
Good
Aw.
job.
Thanks, AJ.
I forgot I still had this going on.
It's not even halfway to my subs. That's fucking.
Oh, there we go.
hilarious.
Now you missed. There you
Yo,
go.
should I put the King Hate vlogs on here too?
Oh shit. Yeah.
Want.
Put that shit on there. But all right, let's see what else we got in our topics and the viewer submitted topics. We covered the Rock Band thing pretty well here. Okay, let's see here. During his Undertale pre-stream, Phil mentioned that he would be too busy to do a genocide run and that the technology isn't there to clone himself to play multiple games. If Phil were to make an exact clone of himself, which of these two things would be more likely to happen? Number one, they would get along perfectly now that he finally has someone that will unconditionally agree with everything he says. Maybe also he'd finally get underwear time. Or two, he wouldn't be able to tolerate his clone and claim that he experienced bug cloning mechanics because the clone is, quote, nothing like him. Submitted by Dojima World Order.
Oh my
The
God.
biggest problem is food, because the clone is going to eat up all the fucking food.
Oh, he'd have to clone Leanna too so she can cook twice as much.
Oh Jesus. That means there's 2 Phils not getting underwear time.
Oh no.
So on Sundays, which one plays the games and which one stirs the sauce?
Oh man, you know what? He wouldn't have to take breaks anymore.
Oh shit.
That's pretty good. He could just send his clone down there to serve the sauce.
Everyone
Because
wants, me to
Leanna
put,
can't.
everyone wants me to put like other fucking all of Phil's other channels on here too. Jesus
How many
Christ.
fucking channels does he have? Oh yeah, he's
Like
got the
fucking
Red
10 of
Dead.
them?
Yeah.
Come on,
Damn.
guys. I can only fit like enough so you can still see the gameplay.
You know the crazy thing, if you add up all of those subscribers from all of his channels, they still don't amount to the amount that the Fine Bros lost.
Jesus.
That's pretty good. But jeez. Well, anyways. The clones, what are the clones gonna do?
Well, obviously, we'd have both the clones. First, they'd get along, but then the one Phil would the clone Phil would probably realize, man, I'm a fucking asshole, and hopefully the clone Phil would realize that, man, I really need to change my life around, and that one would be like, oh, I'm gonna start my own channel. I'm gonna be better, and either A, he would be better, or B, it would just be the same thing. He just says he's better.
Yeah, I think the clone would just eat Phil.
What was that movie? Wasn't there a Michael Keaton movie where he cloned himself, but each time he cloned himself, the clone was dumber?
Multiplicity?
Yeah, that's it. So, like, what if Phil clones himself and it's dumber than he is?
Well, if it's dumber than he is, it's gonna be fucking drooly.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't know. I don't know if there's a way someone could be dumber than Phil, let alone a clone.
Oh, jeez.
All right, let's see what else we got here. That was pretty good. Oh, here's a follow-up. What is more disturbing, Phil wanting to clone himself or Phil wanting to have a kid? Submitted by Jen.
Oh God.
Phil
And
wanted to
when
have
they
a
have
kid.
Phil
one
getting
have a
cloned is
kid.
more likely.
Ooh, that's pretty good. No trapezoid time?
Gaby time.
Oh, fucking kill me now.
She has ugly trapezoids.
I'm gonna go puke.
Excuse me while I go vomit.
I do think that Phil having a kid would be,
Catastrophic.
God, that would be something.
Imagine
Oh,
if the
man.
kid hated both Phil and Leanna. That would just
Imagine you were the kid of those two, and you were to, you were to find out like 20 years before, how much of a joke your dad was on the internet.
Uh-uh.
That would be
I-
fucking embarrassing.
Dad, what's with all these videos on the internet? You look like a fucking idiot.
What are you talking? You're fucking grounded, you piece of shit. Don't fucking talk to me like
Oh,
that.
yeah, it's skip time now.
Well, no, because I was doing Phil, so I don't know how that would work. If unless Fazzy wants to. Fazzy, may I have this dance?
You're grounded.
Yeah.
Fazzy, that's your cue.
Oh, you're grounded, okay?
Oh, come on, Dad. That's not even fair. You were so stupid on the internet.
All right, listen. Listen here, you stupid little cunts. I was never wrong on the internet. Everything that I said was proven fact, okay? You're just a no-good hater of my past experiences. And you're also grounded. How dare you? How dare you question the man, the myth, the legend, Dark Side Phil?
Oh, Dad, that name is so terrible. Why did you
All
even
right.
pick that?
All right, listen. I had a couple of drinks that night. The gin, it was quite good, and I just randomly, just kind of randomly picked it out of many things. I was watching Star Wars. Someone said that they wanted to join the dark side. It was quite inspiring. Okay, don't question me.
I want to go live with Grandma and Grandpa.
We're gonna go live with Vash. Fuck this fucking bullshit.
Hey, now, Leanna, don't take him to live with Vash. Vash
That's
is
not even your
lustful.
fucking kid, old man. Oops.
Wait.
Wait, I'm not Phil's kid? Oh my
Wait,
god!
I gotta
the
go.
All
Wait,
right, listen.
Mom, that doesn't even explain anything.
All right, listen here, you stupid bitch. You need to explain something right now. Lord Vash is not this kid's father, okay?
Well, you're his money dad, and Vash is his pee-pee dad.
Wow. I knew I should have gotten rid of you the moment I had the chance, son.
Hey, don't talk about Mom like that, you fat fuck.
Hey, now, listen. I can't even get any underwear time with this bitch.
Well, that's your own fault, you fat piece of shit.
Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure. That's it. You know what? You're double grounded.
Yeah, grab me all you want. I'm gonna go live with my real dad.
Yeah, I mean Phil.
Mom, we already know you lied.
What? No, I only talked to management.
Son, you were poorly made.
Oh,
All right, so there's some new memes we've got. We've got pee-pee dad and fucking money dad. That's good. All right, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Our impromptu Phil's son. That's pretty good. Lil Phil, ain't nothing Lil. All right, let's see what we've got here. What if Phil was the head manager / owner of a hotel? What would the hotel name be? What would be the star rating? What kind of services would he provide? And what would Leanna's Yelp review for it be? Submitted by Phil's mama.
I have to think about this.
I'm gonna say the Philadelphia or
Poorly mowed hotels.
The I'm gonna have to pass. I'm drawing a blank. I like the Philadelphia.
What about the Dark Side Inn?
Oh. All right. Motel Hate.
Oh shit, that's good.
I
We'll
would
light
say
that for you.
I would say Project 7, but
Motel 7.
Hotel 7.
The building would just be canceled.
Hotel Project 7.
Will Gordon Ramsay pay a visit for Hotel Hell?
Oh god, he would end up stabbing Phil by the end of the shit.
You fucking donkey.
God damn it.
It's raw.
It's fucking raw.
What do you
Gameplay.
mean it's raw? This is how you cook it, okay?
Yeah,
I
I'll
am
tell
an
you what was
expert
raw.
chef.
What me and Vash did 9 months ago was raw.
What?
Say it with
Wait.
me.
I thought you said you were on a business trip.
I mean, me and nothing.
Whatever. Back to more Rockathon.
Yeah, Vash, I don't know about this. Yeah, I'm gonna be leaving here soon, and I'm bringing our love child with me.
Oh, come on!
Sweet,
How was
I
I
can go live with
supposed?
the real dad.
How was I supposed to know I would get killed that way?
Yeah, he's saying something about oatmeal again. I don't know what's going on with that, but he's getting hard of hearing.
Oh, this is fucking bullshit.
I don't know. He's watching Wheel of Fortune. I don't know. He's watching game shows.
Oh, come on! The correct guess was an 8.
How much was it for the hitman again to take care of him?
What was that, honey? Hitman Absolution is getting a sequel?
Yeah,
Phil,
Dad.
I have to go on a supply run for some more soap stuff. I'll be back in 7 days.
Okay,
Wait,
wait
Bob,
a minute.
why are you
7
leaving me
days?
here?
How the hell am I not gonna eat?
Come with me, Vash Jr. I mean, Phil, Dark Side Kid. Come on.
Okay, Mom.
Yeah.
Why not, Dad?
Wait, what did you just call me?
How
What?
dare you? You respect your money dad. I mean your dad.
Oh, sorry, my dad.
Money dad. I mean dad.
That's what I said.
Shut up and get in the car.
Okay.
You're fucking
Dark
killing
Side
me.
Kid. Come on, Dark Side Kid. All right, Dark Side divorce fucking shit.
Damn it.
All right, let's see what else we got here. So we do not even answer these questions at all. So there's the name. All right, so we got the name, which is Hotel Motel Hate. What would be the star rating? Would that be 5 stars? -5 stars? What would it be?
Blocked ratings.
2.
Oh, hey! That's good. That's brilliant. The ratings would be disabled.
You motherfucker.
That's
You beat me
good.
to it.
Shit.
You fucking beat me to it. I hate you right now.
Oh, that's so good.
I would have said a -3 out of 5.
Oh,
my
shit.
god.
It's fucking disabled. All right, no comments either, of course, so no reviews. And then finally, let's see. What kind of services would he provide? Live entertainment.
Free soap from the Black Current.
His gameplay streams straight to the TVs in the hotel.
It's the only channel that plays.
Yeah.
And rockathons.
And the elevator music is the rockathon.
Switch
Oh god.
switch to channel Hate, and you get some great content. The Rockathon.
And in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Why would you do this?
Because fuck all of you.
Oh,
You know what? You know what? Fuck you too. You fucking piece of shit.
Wait,
Oh,
I
nice.
d- all right, it's in the name anyway. So
Go back to playing Binding of Isaac, you shit lord.
Ooh.
how do you know I'm not playing it right now?
I don't know.
Oh.
Anybody could go on your Steam and see that you're still fucking playing it. You're probably playing it right now.
That's why I'm playing it offline.
Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. You proved my point.
All right, let's move on. DSP's bugged sales mechanics. The Teespring campaign failed completely. Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you that Philippe was not able to pay his bills via these shirts as though he thought he would. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to report to you that he has sold. Now, I want to be clear here. He still actually has the Teespring link in his bio because, you know, he's that fucking lazy. But if Moogle would be so kind, again, I'm hammering you with these, Moogle. You are the best ever.
Getting
If we
quoted.
can get these.
That is.
But
that
it was
is,
live on the air. No. You cannot. It's live on the air. It's already archived. You cannot.
fuck it, we'll do it live.
There's
No.
limitations on it now.
No, if you-
when and where you can be quoted.
But
This
if
is
you
actually
an-
the first time he complimented me. So
if
Well,
you,
then-
if you archive our antics, it'll get taken down. So don't do that,
But it's Twitter.
and no one will care. All right, so here we go. A fantastic spread of T-shirts, quality T-shirts. I'm sure that that they are not poorly made, but this decision was poorly made, and these designs were poorly made. Ladies and gentlemen, one shirt of the jersey, one shirt of Bug Shirt Mechanics, which is more than I could say for this campaign. That is actually that is the catchphrase of this campaign: Bug Shirt Mechanics, and of course Phil's reaction to all of this: nothing I could do. 0 shirts sold.
Out of
He
20.
really hammered this down. He really tried to drive this home that if you're a true fan, you're going to get one of these fucking shirts. You need it in your life. What do we have here, ladies and gentlemen? 2 sold total. Fucking hell, man. Cannot catch a break.
I'm gonna take.
I
Good.
do have one thing though. I think I know who bought both of them.
What do you mean I bought those fucking shirts, you dummy?
Hi, Sammy.
I couldn't afford all three.
I needed to buy some extra shirts for Dirt Rag.
The Whole Foods money wasn't coming in as much as it usually does, Freddy.
I'm gonna wear these fuckers to work and really get that juice flowing.
I'm gonna use it as an apron.
A hate print.
What question? Doesn't Sammy live in like Chicago or something?
He lives in the Illinois area, based on his own admission. Not that we fucking doxed him, but he says himself that he lives in Illinois.
Oh,
Nope.
gross. I actually live close to him.
Oh, shit and a half.
Oh boy.
Well, I live in Indiana, but
Oh,
still, it's
okay.
too close for comfort.
Fair enough. Is it northern Indiana?
Yeah, right by Chicago, actually.
Trying
Huh.
to pick them up.
Oh God,
Yeah.
no.
When are you going to go pick them up?
Pick me up.
Nobody's going to get that reference. Like 5 people. All right. Let's see what else do we got here, ladies and gentlemen. So we got the hate boner out of the way. What the fuck? This is great. Oh wow, Phil's mama is on fire. This is great. Well, more like when Leanna leaves Phil. What if he decides to do a girlfriend search like VH1 shows Flavor of Love, but instead it's over the internet? Will he give patrons the chance to date him or pick out the best full-time girlfriend to live in his adult house with him? What kind of contestants would apply? And would you apply to Catfish Phil? Submitted again by Phil's mama.
Well, KG already won.
I don't know, man. It's going to be a strong showing from Mr. Samosa.
They're already getting married and they have wedding invitations.
Okay, can we please call the show The King of Love?
Oh,
The King of Love HD.
please.
The King of Love HD.
Actually, I was thinking because when you started talking, I think she was gonna go, or Phil's mama was gonna go with a whole like how Chris Chan used to do it with the boyfriend-free girl or whatnot to make a sweetheart from the ground up.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Good God. I would love to see that. Oh my God, would I love to see that? I'd love to see Phil all awkward and shit with other women. And do you think he'd be like all awkward and shit, or because the camera's on, he'd be like all cocky and shit? Like, yeah, you're gonna see this dick. You know, like would he get all fucking? Oh man, dude, that'd be so fucking entertaining. I would love it. I would really love it to see that.
I mean, MTV does still do those kinds of shows, right?
I don't know. I haven't watched cable in a really long time.
Well, if we could get him on that show next or whatever, that would be fucking hilarious.
I bet you one of his fucking pickup lines is, I bet you he's probably gonna be like, I won 4th place at Evo.
What's
He's just gonna
emo?
He's just gonna fucking brag about it.
Anytime they try to cuddle with him, he's gonna have to go to the bathroom.
Cuddle. I don't know, man. That's incredible. That's an incredible idea. I love these fucking viewer submitted topics because these people are just so imaginative. Like, oh, Phil's gonna have a fucking VH1 trying to find love. I can't see Phil do anything that isn't under his control. You know, like I couldn't see Phil doing like, for example, the dancing bullshit that like Only Use Me Blade and stuff went on. I couldn't see him like walking around and interacting with people. I just can't see it.
You can't see him doing DDP yoga either.
No,
Oh,
I
God.
can't see him doing that shit.
I just,
Go ahead, Mr. Dragon.
I was gonna say, for some reason, I just see Phil on this blind date sitting down waiting for this girl to walk in, and it's that woman that we seen in that article that was fighting with Adams, the dude from Man vs.
No!
Oh, Adam Richman?
The manatee lady? No!
with the fucking heart sunglasses.
Ah, come
She's
on.
perfect.
No, she's bug.
I meant for Phil.
God damn, why'd you have to do it? I ate recently. Oh my gosh, his book. What about Gamer Nicole? She's finally got her chance again. That's like the only woman I've ever. You know, I don't know if Phil has any female audience, but they never like say like, "Oh, he's sexy" or anything. Like, I don't know why I did the Phil voice for that, but that's what. Oh, he's sexy.
Is that your
That is-
projection of what every girl
Sexy,
sounds like?
okay?
Yeah, I'm sexy. Okay. That's yeah, sexy Phil. There you go.
Oh God.
What else do we got here? Thoughts on Phil putting the genocide run of Undertale behind a paywall for
Did he do
Patreon? Submitted by AP Dubtalia.
What the fuck?
I have to fact check that. I didn't see for a fact that he did it, but let's at least for the time being until maybe somebody in the chat lets us know for sure. Oh, he is hinting at it. Thank you, Eddie. Eddie is like the man. He is hinting at it for Patron's Choice. So I must have missed that.
What the fuck?
If he does do it, he's going to either A, quit it Undying the Undying, or B, quit it Sans.
Nah, he'd quit at fucking Toriel.
Oh.
But yeah, that's fucked up. That's really messed up. Basically say that, oh, I'm gonna play this game for everyone, and then one thing that begs the question: what happened to Conquer?
What did happen? Did he finish it? There's a
No,
this say
he
don't play
didn't.
For it. Oh.
He didn't finish it. He put it behind a pay. Well, I don't know if that's gonna be another patron's choice, but I think that's pretty shitty to have incomplete games like that and then put it behind a paywall. Just finish the fucking game.
Oh,
It's not hard.
I hate to interrupt, but did anyone who was watching over the Fire Emblem Fates thing with the whole removal of the petting mini game, did anyone even pay attention to that at all?
No, I don't really care. I'm playing
No.
Fire Emblem for the combat, not for the fucking waifu shit, whatever the fuck it is.
Well, apparently it's not completely taken out. That's just all I wanted to say.
Oh, that doesn't really surprise me, considering a lot of news sources nowadays loves to take things out of context
Yeah, true.
and never really cite their sources. So
Well-
that's always fun to see.
Yeah, the whole actually petting them taken out, but the whole thing's still there.
Yeah, I play Fire Emblem for the co-op or no, co-op. What the fuck? Combat. The
combat
co-op.
is good.
Yeah. No,
The
I play it
story-
for the fucking combat.
I play for the combat and story, so I just kind of was like, oh, whatever. If it's taken out, it's taken out. I'm still gonna get the game.
Yeah. I like the story somewhat, but I mean, it's kind of like an acquired taste, really.
Yeah, especially with the newer ones, a lot of people are put off by them.
Yeah. But yeah, it doesn't like. I mean, I'm not bothered by it by all means. I mean, it's just a Fire Emblem game.
That's true. I mean, it's not like they're
Yeah.
taking out jumping in Mario.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
not really
God.
that big of a deal. People are making it way worse than it needs to be, but can you really do?
You know, I just thought about that. Taking out jumping in Mario, how much worse would that game be?
Probably be impossible. There's some impassable terrain that's pretty difficult to fucking get over. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you have to find ways just to do it. The jumping gets away from the story. Shit.
I was going through my channel. There's a bunch of fuck yous. I have like responded to people and showed them proof, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, thank you," but like I haven't had the chance to like go through my comments. There's a lot of like, "Fuck you, you cunt," "Fuck you, Fred, you're a dick," "Fuck you, go fuck yourself," "Hey, Fred, fuck you." Man, a lot of people. I guess there's some alliteration to like "fuck you, Fred." You know, "fuck Fred." So, all right, I can't be mad at that. Anyways, just was entertained by that. All right, let's get back on track here. Before we move on, we're gonna say goodbye and to Mr. Grimm here. Thank you very much for coming on with us. Thank you very much for sticking with us for a little bit longer. obviously interrupted some of your time with the Dave Mira stuff and the other stuff. So wanted to give you some more time to hang out with us. But before we leave, before we say good night to you, is there anything that you want to plug? Is there anywhere people can keep up with you? Anything that you're doing on Twitter, YouTube, any of that kind of stuff?
I guess I do have a Twitter account. I don't really have a bunch of followers, but you can follow me at Grim Leal, and I'm trying to stream more often. Same name on Twitch, but with the way my work schedule is, it's not really going to happen all that often. But it'll be posted on my Twitter account if you guys are curious.
And how do you spell Grim Leal?
Grimmleal.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Grim Leal. Mr. Grim, I very much appreciate your time. I very much appreciate your take on this. I'm glad that you asked to come on because it was obviously informative. And yeah, man, thank you very much. I appreciate it, buddy.
Oh, no problem.
All right. So that was Mr. Grim Leal. And all right, let's see. What else do we got here? We've got... let's see. Oh, that's a good one. How big do you think Phil's dick is? Submitted by Snarts.
Negative infinity.
I'm not even gonna answer that because that is such a stupid question.
I had to do that to you guys. I had to do it.
Anything that I find that is a stupid question, I'm not even gonna bother answering.
I don't even want to answer because I'm with AJ on it. It's really fucking stupid.
I'm just fucking with you guys. All right, but that is a legitimate thing that was submitted. Oh, here we go. Since Phil said that he'll probably talk about politics in his React videos, which candidate do you guys think he'll endorse and why? Do you get a Republican or Democratic vibe from him? Submitted by the Nerve Guy. I don't think he would be a Trump supporter. I think I think Phil would probably go Hillary Clinton.
Probably vote for himself.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't see him doing Trump because he's gonna shit on people, so he's gonna be like, "Oh, Trump's such an idiot." I don't think he'd do Trump. I don't think he'd do Bernie Sanders either, just because I don't get that vibe from him. I get a Hillary Clinton vibe from Phil.
I don't know. I don't really care about politics. I'm probably gonna avoid this.
You guys are killing me. All right,
You might
fine.
go with
moving
Bernie
on.
Sanders because Colonel Sanders.
Oh yeah, he might think he'd get chicken out of the deal. All right, we'll move on then. Let's see. If Phil kept a dream journal and it got published to the internet, what do you think would be in it? Submitted by Tyler Hansen.
Oh dear God.
All underwear time.
Yep.
All sexual shit.
Yeah.
Maybe him switching places with PewDiePie.
Oh Lord.
Justin Wong.
Or maybe him switching Leanna places with PewDiePie.
Oh no. Switching places with Lord Vash.
Oh, I can't watch Bash anymore. Then
What does Phil dream about? Lots of pizzas. Lots of food.
Are they green pizzas?
They might be green. They might have taken him a day.
likes to talk about dicks all the time.
Just dreams about a river of dicks.
Shitty dicks.
Shitty dicks.
Shit piece.
Shit piece? Let's see. Somebody asked, did Leanna cheat on Phil with Lord Vash or something? That's the Oh man, that's funny. All right, let's see. Yeah, people are asking for the Let's Endure already. Let's see if we can dust off a few more topics, and we'll segue into the Let's Endure pretty soon here.
Mm-hmm.
I think people are enjoying this little switch up to the format. All right, let's have a look, see if there's anything else with Phil that we need to cover, and Otherwise, we'll get out of here. He made some FGC comments. I believe somebody else submitted, a viewer submitted about that as well. Let's have a look. It's like a little bit of a hunt here. I saw something, I think, that had to do with the FGC comments. All right, I can't find it in our viewer doc. Oh, wait. All right, so I'll just take it off of our doc. If somebody did submit it, I apologize. I couldn't find it. But all right, so essentially what Phil said is that people like Justin Wong get special treatment, and there's a lot of Street Fighter 5 players right now that are pirating the game on PC so that they can spend more time in training mode. And Court Shadow made the comment, of course Justin Wong hasn't ever pirated a game, and stuff like that. A little bit of salt, some shots on Triforce Johnson. Never thought I'd hear Phil mention that name again ever since he fucking. If you ever say something about me or my friend Nestor, you're done.
I don't know. I think that's pretty fucked up. I swear, he always he always find that one moment just to talk shit about them, and it's fucking ridiculous.
It's sour grapes.
Yeah,
like people that have become more successful than him.
Who cares what they do? I mean, he doesn't even play fucking fighting games anymore. Why is that such a fucking problem? Well, I mean, he doesn't play it competitively anymore. But I don't understand his problem with Justin Wong and all them.
Well, even if he did play Justin Wong again, I mean, the only way that, he would beat Justin Wong is by, Justin Wong not caring and letting him win.
God damn it, AJ. Posted the fucking piracy shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, if they wanted to point out the irony, I'll point out the irony.
Oh, good grief. Yeah, I agree with you on that. You shouldn't even be talking about people pirating stuff when he's done it himself.
Oh, you mean like Resident Evil 6 demo?
Yep. There's a lot of things we can name.
That shit was fucking hilarious. All because he couldn't read the stupid ass print.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You're telling me.
All right, so let's finish up here.
We can knock off some gaming topics.
Somebody mashing a button there. Somebody's gaming themselves. Let's see. Yeah, let me take this down. All right. Let's have a look. See, there's a couple gaming topics. We've been neglecting the gaming topics, and we apologize. I mean, obviously, making the show shorter has sort of cut into things that we want to do. So, seriously, our apologies for that. We'll try to balance things out the best we can. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that Mogul is gonna have something to say about this, because I certainly don't. But it's a long one, so get ready, Mr. Mogul.
Okay.
The Tales of Symphonia port was horrendous, and yet the same person who did the DS fix was able to fix most of the issues in 15 minutes and predicted it would take him just a half hour to basically make Symphonia fix. Given Namco ports have been okay to decent, do you think it was a slip-up or a sign of Namco getting sloppy with PC ports? Also, in case nobody in the cast brings it up, did you know one of the guys responsible for the port had the Steam name Lazy Mofo before he was called out and changed it? Submitted by Tick.
Okay, that actually is really funny. But the one thing that bothers me is the fact that they've been spending like the past, I don't know, month before Zestiria came out, like telling people pre-order this game and you get Symphonia for free, right? You'll meet the goal, because they had this like tier thing, or it's like if you make it to tier 3, you get the PC version of Symphonia if you pre-order it on Steam. Now, I was skeptical about getting the game at first because, issues 30 FPS and stuff. But like, it's not so much of a problem now that I actually played it, and it's actually really decent port for what it is. The one thing that bothered me and that had me skeptical about it is how Symphonia was going to be ported to PC. And come to find out, when it came out, it turns out it was the console version ported to PC, and it came out like absolute shit. And it ran poorly. Some of the text, it's control was spelt contoral for whatever reason. I don't know why. There was some weird translation issues and shit. And it was pretty brutal. And the frame rate, not the frame rate, sorry, the resolution was locked to 720p, which is another questionable thing that they did. Would I agree that they're getting very lazy with their PC parts? I don't know. It's hit or miss, really. It depends what they bring out. Zestiria came out great, and I still play it. I still haven't beaten it yet, but I've been playing it, and it's running just fine. So, like I said, it's really hit or miss. I can't really give a good opinion on that because I've never really had a terrible experience with Namco ports. So, but yeah, the Symphonia port was pretty bad, and there was a lot of damage controlling on the community stuff, even on NeoGAF, and it was a fucking complete mess. A heads up for anybody that are planning to get Symphonia, I would probably not get the Symphonia PC port if you just want to like sit down and actually enjoy the game. If you have a PS3, I'm gonna plug this because, funny enough, ironically or coincidentally, if you want to say it, Symphonia Chronicles is on sale on PSN for $5. So
Damn.
I would I would get on that. If you guys have a PS3, I would go on the PSN and buy it, and you can enjoy it for yourselves, and save your money for the PC port.
No,
That sounded like a soundbite. Damn.
I can understand being
That's a
pissed
fucking
off.
steal.
Yeah. So two games for $5. I'd get on that, guys.
I can understand being pissed though about it being 720p though, Moogle. I mean, after all, I know how much you love all them P's to get up to 1080.
No comment. That is a fucking awful thing that you just said. I can't. I have to cringe.
What, pee dad? All right, let's see what we got here. Something else that I think Moogle will be able to help us with. Thoughts on the future of My Nintendo, which would replace the Club Nintendo program.
Depends what they do, really. Like, are they gonna do what Club Nintendo did and give you rewards for registering your games? That's my question.
I want it to be similar, like the way PSN
Yeah.
and Xbox Live works. That is
Yeah.
my biggest issue right there.
That'd be. I'm interested in seeing what they're gonna do with that. But I mean, like I said, it's gonna be hit or miss. I mean, we'll see what they'll come up with in the future. So yeah.
So here's what they've outlined so far. Points are going to be accumulated through smart devices or game consoles. Then the points, which come in both platinum and gold varieties, can be used for a variety of rewards like discount coupons, or you can get original goods, kind of like how Uplay points works, I guess. They're also talking about using the points for fun and for deals. Basically, platinum points will go towards old-style Club Nintendo rewards, while gold ones will go towards savings for special deals. They also talked about a DENA collaborative effort, which is going to be, what is this? Just reading about this now. I guess this is more for Mii's. Huh, interesting. I need to read more about that one. But just staying on topic about the My Nintendo, essentially your platinum points are for the traditional style Club Nintendo rewards, and the gold ones are more for like discounts. So it kind of seems like it's just a name change and adding the addition of getting potential discounts, but there's still no word on how the Nintendo Club rewards, Club Nintendo rewards are going to change. And still no NX.
Yeah, nothing about the NX, which is kind of weird. Usually you'd hear a lot more about it.
They just
I wouldn't
basically
expect
said they're
that
not
till
gonna.
E3.
They just basically said they're not gonna be talking about it. So
Yeah,
It's best not to, anyways.
yeah. I'm hoping that there's more to it than what we've seen. So
something else going on in the world of gaming. Ubisoft has filed an opposition to 2 trademark registrations made by EA. EA is going for the trademark Ghost, and that could hurt Ubisoft's existing brands. The filing was dug up by NeoGAF. Yada yada yada. Essentially, Ubisoft cites Ghost Recon in connection with video games and entertainment services. Currently, Ubisoft is working on a new Ghost Recon game, and EA doing that is going to fuck up their ability to do that. EA has until March 9th to answer to this opposition. Essentially, with patents, there's an opportunity for public opposition, and if there is, then obviously EA has until March 9th now to answer to it. And it could also request an extension, the article notes, but some weirdness. I mean, the copyright shit is really getting out of control. And I think people are kind of fed up with it. So this is like the worst possible timing for this to come out, you know?
I don't understand trademarking words. It's like, what's the point of that?
Candy.
I don't know. It's fucking weird and so stupid that like people, game companies, and shit like that trademark certain things.
Why even fight over the word ghost of all things, anyways?
Yeah, think about Ghostbusters, man.
Oh,
We're gonna see
speaking of
another
which-
fucking thing.
Speaking of which, they would probably win that lawsuit.
We should trademark the word the. Be
Yes,
pretty
okay.
badass. You can't say the without cutting us a slice.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what else we got in this bitch. I think that about does it. There's a what is this? Assassin's Creed Identity has been announced. That is coming to iOS, so it's essentially like
Phone game.
taking the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood engine and taking it to mobile. You need to have an iPad 3 or later, an iPhone 5 or later, and have iOS 7 installed.
Well, actually, they're going to be using the Unity engine, so...
It basically looks like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, though.
Yeah, it does. That's why I thought initially that they were going to be using the Brotherhood engine for this, but no, they're using the one for Unity.
Assassin's Creed Identity is being made with the Unity engine and uses controls like tap to move, dual stick, and gamepad.
I didn't read the article yet. Are they talking? They might mean the Unity 3D engine, not the actual Assassin's Creed Unity engine.
They said Unity engine, so I kind of figured that's the one they use for Assassin's Creed Unity, unless not.
Unity game engine.
Yeah, that's a 3D engine. That's not the engine that was in the actual Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed Unity game.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, you know, how with Kojima they call it the Fox engine, so I thought maybe Unity engine meant like, oh, that was used for Assassin's Creed Unity.
It's a,
No,
it's a cross-platform game engine developed by Unity Technologies, and it can be used to develop video games for PC, console, or mobile devices.
Oh,
Yeah,
I-
Ubisoft traditionally names their engines like Anvil and Scimitar, things like that.
What kind of bugs me though is that like once again they're just going right back to the Renaissance again. Oh, we can never get away from fucking Ezio at this point.
There's going to be 4 different classes: Berserker, Shadow Blade, Trickster, and Thief. Berserker's for direct combat, obviously. Shadow Blade is for more stealth. Trickster is a jack of all trades, and Thief is agile and has quick movement for stealing and trap laying. Interesting. It's only $5, so I mean it's not that big a deal.
So for Trickster, do you like get Patreons?
Yeah. Yeah, you copyright it too. Somebody clicking like a son of a bitch. I will fucking end your life.
And
Hey, me this time.
and the funny thing is that like it just seems like just an extension of Assassin's Creed multiplayer.
Let's see. So yeah, I might buy it. I don't know. We'll see. Mother 3 localization rumors have started spreading around the internet once again, and this time it looks like it might be happening. Any thoughts on what changes do you think Nintendo would make to the localization submitted by Pixel Buster?
I don't know. I feel like they would follow the same line that they did with the fan translation. I don't know what else they would really change. So I don't know. Depends what they do. I'm actually kind of looking forward to that because I plan to get into the Mother series at some point. So it'll be interesting to see how Mother 3 turns out.
Oh, damn. We made a big lapse in how we talked about. We made a big, I don't want to say a fuck up, but we forgot something very huge when we were talking about the Fine Bros thing. You know how Phil was talking about this is so scummery and just so happy and they deserve it and all this shit. We forgot to mention that Phil is going for KO Gaming trademark, which already exists. There's several channels that have KO Gaming, and he's essentially trying to take that from them. And when he was asked about it, he's like, well, my channel's different. My channel's already much more successful, and I'm offering something much better than they are.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, I forgot. I totally missed that when we were talking about it. But who reminded me of that was... Oh, it didn't... Oh, okay. I thought somebody in the viewer submitted doc said it, but I noticed KO Gaming. Somebody asked about the progression of KO Gaming, and it just reminded me that, like, yeah, we forgot to mention that Phil has no room to fucking talk because he already took down videos. He took down our videos. Well, tried to. It was unsuccessful, but all right, let's see. Let's go to some miscellaneous, and we'll get out of here, and we'll switch over to the lesson door. General Grievous is the lamest Star Wars character ever, submitted by Grievous Sucks. Now, if Draguno is watching,
Oh shit!
Draguno loves him some General Grievous.
Oh shit!
Forget Grievous, HK47 is God, submitted by HK47.
Dude, there's like 3 topics talking shit about Grievous. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, you
Draguno
see, fucking Faguno.
Oh.
He had a bit of a. I don't know. This fucking guy, always shitting on people who don't like Grievous. Like, fuck off, man.
Well, all I gotta say about General Grievous is that Obi-Wan shot first, much like Han shot Greedo.
And Grievous went down like a
Oh.
punk ass bitch.
Whoa.
Well then.
He's going to have some grievances of him, so he's going to be General Grievance. Future guest suggestion, Ardnas. We'd love to have this person on. I would love. So we started talking to that person at DSP Scrub. That Twitter is now deleted after vehemently denying that it was Ardnas, which is incredible. But then in these messages we showed you guys, he basically admitted that it was Ardnas. But I'd love to talk to Ardnas. Love to talk to him. Love to see where they got the impression that making money off of Phil was an ethical thing to do. I'd love it, and I'd love to get some reasoning on why it's my fault that their friend fucking took them down because they disagreed with their actions. Love to see it. If somebody can make that happen, make that happen. If we can't do it on this show, as I've been more than willing to do with other people, I'd love to talk to them in any format. It could be on their fucking channel, it could be on their friend's channel, whatever. I will come to a conversation and talk with this person. Doesn't have to be here. Matter of fact, I'm sure it wouldn't be here. I'd love to go to their fucking whatever format and go talk to them. So, let's see. Oh, fucking shit. Oh, I wish this cocksucker was here. Similar to the question above, what if Blake kept a dream journal and got published on the internet? Submitted by fucking Tyler fucking Hansen.
Oh god.
All Finley dick.
Listen. You know, when the Finley dick hits just right, you
God
can
damn it,
almost
Pacha.
see.
Get out of here, Pacha.
You motherfucker. I don't want to hear it.
You
God, the
can,
fucking Pacha.
you can almost feel the amount of pleasure that Finley gives you.
You know what I will say, all right? I can tolerate Pacha, much more than I can tolerate fucking Detective Pikachu. The new Amura-chan. All right, now that I say this, I'm gonna just get inundated with this fucking garbage. But I can fucking tolerate Pacha and the variants thereof. I even made a Panda Lee Pacha. I made Pacha Lee. It was fantastic, but good God. Somebody in the chat says Ardnas would expose Fred again. Okay, well, for what? Please tell him to, or her. Tell them. I'd love it. Please do. But I cannot tolerate fucking Detective Pikachu at all. I can't. I hate it. It's worse than Amura-chan.
Wow, my childhood is ruined.
What? What? Pacha?
I don't know, whatever that shit is.
Ah, come on. So Blake's dreams, anyways. Pacha, Finley Dick, all kinds of garbage, bullshit.
Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Sunny side up.
God damn it with the shit. Don't even eggs. He's talking about eggs, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Future guest suggestion at Bodega Jim, former member of King of Hate forums. Cool. Set it up. Well, I'll reach out to him. I'll see if he wants to come on. Has there ever been any Dark Side Phil games? Yes, there has. As a matter of fact, Josh Riek made a Mario type game. Our good buddy Dusty Zorudo. Was it Zorito? I always mispronounce it. I always do this guy a disservice. But Dusty was working on an SOK game in RPG Maker. And it includes me getting slandered by Moogle and getting fucking strippered on by an old man and losing my vision. So that's great. I got stripped on, I guess would be the right way to put it. Future guest suggestion, Panda Lee. That's good. Ardnas' account was terminated. You don't say. Wow, did you guys hear about that?
Oh yeah, I heard about it, but I didn't want to say anything.
I only
That's
heard it
crazy.
a million fucking times today.
Well, our best wishes to Ardnas. Hope that that person can get that all sorted out. I hope we don't get blamed for that. That'd be unfortunate. Let's see here. Do you like board games? If so, are you more of a chess or checkers kind of person? I like Monopoly, but no one ever wants to play it with me.
I was just
Monopoly
about to
is
say
awesome.
that. Yeah, Monopoly.
No
is
one
great.
wants to play Monopoly. Well, because I cheat. I cheat at Monopoly.
I wonder why nobody wants to play Monopoly.
Gee, I
Well, they
wonder-
don't. But they don't know that. They don't know that coming into it.
They do now.
Yeah, I'm a dirty fucking cheater at Monopoly. I don't care. You know what? I'll take your shit. I don't care. All right.
Are you gonna try to cheat in Street Fighter 5 too?
I might,
Oh, shit.
and I will. I'll say this on the air, AJ. I'm coming for you. All right. As soon if I
Go
get
ahead, dude.
when I get my joystick, all right, I got to pick it up on my way home. But when I get my joystick, you're fucking fucked, son. I'm coming with the new Blanca with tits. That lady. All right, you're fucked.
Or,
She knows jujitsu. Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
I'm pretty sure the chat is excited for that.
I'm coming for AJ. I'm coming for that fucking throne.
Yeah, you're
Alright.
coming for AJ, all right.
You, god damn it. The maniacal laugh. Let's see here. So I like Monopoly. People don't want to play it with me because I have some strict rules. Number one, I have to be the car. Number two, I have to sneak money from the bank when you're not looking. Number three, we have to play it hillbilly style, where if you land on free space, you get all the money and the properties in the middle. You know what I'm talking about when you do that? You know what I'm talking about. when you
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
Like whenever you have to pay
I know
out
what you're
shit,
talking about.
you put it in the middle. You put properties in the middle. You know, and if you hit free space, you hit the jackpot. That's like the jackpot space. I call it hillbilly style because I don't know who the fuck plays like that, but that's what I like.
I used to when I was younger.
I got caught. Basically, I tried to be really slick, so I'm moving my piece right, and I'm like 1, 2, and a 3, and I tried to move the space on the anda, and I got caught pretty bad doing that one. I thought I was so slick too. I thought I would get that,
You
but
little fucking cheater.
I'm the worst when it comes to Monopoly. It's hard to cheat at other games, and I usually don't, but yeah, I will. If you play Monopoly with me, I will try to cheat. I will try to steal money from the bank. And fuck you, do something about it. Want to fight about it? Let's go outside and square up.
You want to fight about it?
I don't know if I've ever finished a game of Monopoly. That goes on for like 2 years if you're trying to beat, if you're trying to like complete a game of Monopoly. It's very difficult. So I don't know. Anybody else favorite board games?
Fuck 'em.
Fuck them. Okay, well,
I didn't play
that's
a
an
lot.
interesting board game. Do you play that with your friends?
Only my female friends.
So it's all about Twister then.
Oh,
Oh.
Come on, Twister with chicks. I mean, fucking, how better can you get with that shit?
yeah.
Unless they're the manatee chick.
Especially if you're playing Twister and you're the judge. You know, you got to make sure that they're following the rules correctly, the correct positioning. You know.
There you go.
Yeah.
That shit over the summer was a good time.
Twister is pretty good, but there's always a lot of sexual tension in Twister when you're playing, you know, with people you're attracted to. So,
It's because you're twisting.
it's because you're twisted. Yeah, you twist one up before you play, and you're in the mood. Let me see, board games. I like Battleship, but I think people lie to me when I play that, so that's garbage. Looks like the Raw general manager just got an email. Let's see.
Any of you guys remember Fireball Island?
What the fuck is Fireball Island?
Oh god, that game.
It was like, instead of like a flat board, it was like one of those, it was like three-dimensional. It was like a mountain. You had these guys that you had to like move around the mountain to try to get up to the top, and there was a stone head that you could spit like these. It was like little red marbles that everybody lost, and it would, depending on if you landed on the square to activate the fireballs, then there was a gem you had to get. It was weird. I was young when I played it. I was probably like 8 or 9.
Oh, I remember that. I do.
Yeah.
That
And
thing
I
was
think-
expensive though. Like they charged you like I don't know the
Fuck yeah, it was huge.
bucks for it.
But that shit was cool as hell when I was a kid. I remember that. And Shark Attack.
Do you remember Karate Fighters? That was pretty dope.
I used to have
Mousetrap.
that actually.
Of course, if we're gonna talk about board games, we can't talk about board games without Crossfire.
Da-da-da. I always turn it into fucking Transformers for some reason, but there was some jingle to it that was similar though. I remember that, but yeah, Crossfire was pretty dope. Hungry Hippos is pretty cute. Fucking break the shit, you know, try to tilt the board towards yourself.
Yep.
Connect 4.
What is that one game, Stratego? It's like that giant fucking shit where you're going around with your soldiers and shit.
Yeah.
Stratego is not too bad.
I like watching people play Risk. That's actually a really funny game. Don't
Yeah,
watch people
Risk
play.
is good. Cards Against Humanity, a lot of fun. We played that with each other. I don't know if that counts as a board game, but it comes from a board
It's
game.
a card game. So
Yeah.
yeah, technically it kind of is.
I know a lot of people have been playing Settlers of Catan or something like that. What is that? Settlers of
Oh,
people have been. I heard a lot of people playing that shit, and I haven't got the chance to play it. Catan, sorry.
yeah.
Settlers of Catan. I haven't
Yeah.
gotten the chance to play that myself. Gee, my fucking Cronite loves that game. Apparently, he fucking pissed at me
Yeah,
for
I
that.
see a lot of fucking people play that game. Actually.
Come on, I was one letter off. Come on, come on.
at a
Give me a
LAN place.
break.
At a LAN place I go to, there's where people play fucking Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. Everyone plays that game a lot. The Settlers of Catan. So
The Settlers of Catan.
Koran. Yeah.
The days of trading card games. I loved when I, played the Pokemon TCG and played my Charizard in attack position.
Settlers of Catan. That's funny.
I only
God.
played Magic. I didn't get into all those other card games.
That's funny. Settlers of Catan. Oh my god.
That's gonna be a new thing.
Settlers of Iran.
Shut up.
Oh, so yeah, settle. All right, we'll move on from that one. Let's see. What other board game did I really enjoy? I don't like Candyland. I'll say that. I
Oh,
don't
fuck
like it.
you.
What? Oh wow. Okay, I'm sorry. What?
Yeah,
You like
what?
Candyland?
Yeah, it was a board game that I played with my siblings as a kid. That and Mousetrap.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Mousetrap was
Nobody-
a little more complex. That was
Yeah,
alright.
it was.
I
And
don't
nobody
know
played
about you.
Mousetrap to
Mousetrap.
like play it right. They just played it to like put all the shit together and then have that Rube Goldberg puzzle go.
Yeah, you
off.
want to see it. Yeah. You
Yeah.
fuck the game.
Yeah.
You just want to see the shit go off, you know?
I don't know
And,
about
and
you
then
guys.
you switch places with someone at the last minute, and then you win. Yeah.
Operation was pretty good.
I don't know about you guys, but Scrabble was my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrabble's good.
Scrabble's good.
I love playing Clue myself. I always
Oh,
thought
Clue is really good. I like that a lot.
There was a Wheel of Fortune board game that was okay. Trivial Pursuit. It's kind of fun. Let's see.
I remember like the early days of seeing it before those fucking games got milked out.
I kind of want to play some board games now. Is there like some way we can play all these games like over Skype and shit?
But we meet up.
Yeah, we'll do, yeah, we're gonna meet up. We're gonna meet up in Renton. I'm
there
gonna-
used
I'm
to
gonna-
be-
Yeah, and fucking
I would think like Trivial Pursuit is probably the most doable of anything.
Yeah, tabletop simulator. That's what I was thinking of. on
That
Steam.
requires all of us to have to buy a copy, though, doesn't it?
I guess.
That could
Yeah,
get
I'm-
expensive.
I'm
We
pretty
were
sure.
gonna do it for SOK Plays.
I wonder if there's like an online Trivial Pursuit thing though.
I've been like neglecting that game for so long, like buying it, and I really want to get it. The tabletop
Oh yeah,
simulator.
oh yeah. There's also another board game is Board Game Online. Love that game.
Oh, fuck that game! No, fuck that fucking damn game. I played it with you guys like twice. I hate the shit.
Yeah, only
First
because
of all,
you
it's
got
like
AIDS.
impossible. No, first of all, it's like impossible to start. I don't know why. Every time we've tried to start a game, it's impossible. One of the two times I played with you guys, it didn't even work. And no, fuck that fucking game. Nap. Don't like it.
You were probably trying to cheat.
Well, I mean, you know, we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah, exactly. and he also got AIDS.
Listen, all right. It's a fictional game, all right. AIDS free, perfect. I'm a healthy, jovial young lad. All right. If there's any women
Honest
listeners,
with
no
them.
AIDS. All right. Let's see. So I think that covers the board games. Any other board games?
When I was a kid, I remember like Simon was one of my favorites too. That difficult but fun.
What about Yu-Gi-Oh?
You can. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like looking at pictures of board games to refresh my memory of shit that I used to like. Uno, does Uno? Oh, I had this one game. It was called Uno Stacko or some shit like that. It was basically a ripoff of Changa, and you had to like take certain things out
Oh,
to keep the
God.
stack up. Yeah.
I remember fucking Jenga.
Oh, I remember Jenga.
Uno
I used-
Stacko.
I used to be an asshole when it came
Uno-
to that game.
Uno Stacko, is that like one Barretto?
Yeah. I think that about does it.
Unless,
all right.
unless your friend who steals all the fucking green cards.
Yeah, listen, all right. I've been accused of have. Oh, where's your green card, AJ?
What?
Like I also
Yeah.
like Connect 4. I know that.
Connect Four was that game was fun.
Drug abuse and the SOK. Why are drugs getting promoted?
Wait,
did we?
what?
Did we promote drug use?
I think.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I can't use drugs, so
I have. I don't think I've promoted drug use. I've said that marijuana is good in terms of medicinal use and recreational use, but
I think maybe Alice did a long time ago.
Yeah, and I remember.
Maybe
if I
that's
recall, Alice talked about like having morphine and stuff. With,
well, she is a drug dealer. You know.
Oh yeah, of course.
So okay, that makes sense. Let's see what
Yeah.
else we got. When are you gonna put Ardnas out of? Oh wait.
God damn it!
What are your thoughts on React World debacle that happened with the Fine Bros? Do you feel the Fan Bros got what was coming to them and all this big mess submitted by Destiny Decade? We talked about it a little bit, so I don't want to completely rehash it, but in general, I'm glad it's a victory for YouTube in general that they decided to wind it back. I feel like if there wasn't a public outlash, they wouldn't have stepped back from that. But it just shows you. It shows you the power of the internet, and it shows that people can make a difference if they are if it affects a YouTuber's bottom line, they'll make the change. Just like with Phil. Fans can ask him for things for years, but until he's in a position where he either needs to make that change or cease to exist, then he'll make that change. And in this case, they were losing support. Their image was getting completely dragged through the mud. They had to make that change. I don't feel as though it would have been good for them to continue on the path they were going. So.
What?
I hate you.
The man of many words.
Yeah. What? All right. And let's see. Any reaction to the Bret Hart news? They're referring to Bret Hart announcing that he is now battling prostate cancer. I wish him the best, obviously.
Yeah.
I think that he is a big part of a lot of people's childhood.
He was a big part of mine because that was about when I was young and watching wrestling. I'm not. God, that makes me sound so old.
When I was a young boy.
God damn.
Don't lump me in with him.
Never forget Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah, I actually remember, and this is kind of funny, I actually remember being so into the storyline and stuff like that I actually was saying, as an 8-year-old, I was like all like pro Canada and shit. I was like, yeah, fucking Canada and shit, while being...
Then you met Moogle.
Then I met Moogle and said, what the fuck was I thinking?
Wow.
But, yeah, I actually remember, like... I was so invested in the story. I was like fucking pro Canada and shit, you know? And obviously it was meant to be shown to you as like, Bret is the heel, Bret is not American, therefore you should boo him. And I liked Bret Hart so much that I actually like resisted those overtones, those patriotic nationalistic overtones. I was like, yeah, Bret Hart all the way. So
That was at a time too, like every wrestler that was foreign in the WWF at that time was like the heel. You were supposed to dislike them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they always played to the nationalistic stuff. I'm going all the way back to like the early days. I mean, they were always doing USA versus the world kind of shit, you know. But it's a strong man. He's got a lot of support. Luckily, he's financially able to, go at this. That's one of the big things, unfortunately, in this whole situation. Unfortunately, money is going to be something that is going to give you a leg up in this fight. So it's unfortunate that that's the way it works. But in this specific case, speaking of Bret Hart, that's a benefit for him going into this. But
Fred was so invested in the storyline that he thought the Montreal screw job was just part of the act.
oh man, I was so happy to spit on Bret's when he spit on Vince McMahon's face and shit, and fucking tried to deck his ass. Then he wrote WCW in the sky, and I didn't know what the fuck that meant. But all right, let's finish up. A couple more, and we'll get out of here. We'll do the Let's Endure. Would you ever consider having Mr. Ludacris do a DSL Let's React to Fred and Faz skit of Phil and Leanna submitted by Prideful Zombie? That'd be awesome if he wants to do that. Absolutely. I'll DM him and see if he wants to do that.
Not sure how much that would be tolerable, though.
Yeah. Oh man, if I don't want to ask people to do this because I'm pretty sure we could probably find the time to do it at some point. But if we can get if we can get together all the skits that we did, and like make
Fuck
it
I'll
one
do
solid
it.
thing, you're gonna do it. Oh shit! All right. So
Yeah,
there
I'll
is.
do it, and then
Okay.
I don't know where I'll put it, but I'll put it somewhere. But yeah, I'll do that.
Fuck yeah! Make a fucking thing, and we'll we'll send it over to him and see if he wants to do it. No promises though. He's a busy man, but we'll I'll tell him that somebody asked for it. Maybe he'll think about it. Finally, Fred's thoughts on Ronda Rousey's the body paint. Yeah, body paint photo shoot. She's got to do something. I mean, she's gonna get knocked the fuck out when she faces Holly Holm the second time because there are some adjustments that she's not gonna be able to make on a technical level in terms of foot movement, head movement. So this is not gonna go well for her to do a rematch. They're thinking about doing it sometime in the near future. So she's got to kind of get whatever she can going. She did Saturday Night Live. She's an attractive woman, not to me, but to several others. And that is something that she's, able to do. So that's my thoughts on it. She's got to sort of get this shit out while she still can, while she's still relevant. Hollywood is not an easy place to make it. So she's going to give it her go there. And I'm just saying, man, when she comes back, I mean, provided Misha Tate doesn't beat Holly Holm, which is a very real possibility, actually. And much respect to Holly Holm for taking a credible challenge like that in the meantime, instead of just sort of waiting for the payday of a lifetime to have that rematch. So provided she gets past Misha Tate, which is, I'm actually picking Misha Tate to win that fight. Provided she gets past that and gets into a rematch with Ronda Rousey in the near future, in anything less than like a year from now, this is gonna be something. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. First of all, I have to say this honestly, thank you very much for hearing us out, for hearing our side of the story. I know I said this on Twitter too. I know that it's so easy to just see one side of the story and be like, you know what? Yeah, fuck those guys. I see what he says. His channel's actually going away, and he says this is what it is. Fuck those guys. They're responsible. I understand. I've done that myself in the past. I've, you know, but I appreciate you guys hearing our side of the story. We're always going to stay committed to showing proof to our claims. I don't think we've ever come up here and tried to tell you something without giving you proof as to what we're talking about. So all I want is the opportunity to do that. I felt like this was a good opportunity. We didn't hold anything for the show. We put it all on Twitter before we did. But again, thank you guys so much for wanting to get the proof out of us, for wanting to get our side of the story, for listening. That's all I want. If you still feel as though it was our fault, as long as you listen to the side of the story that we had, to both sides, as long as you saw the evidence and you still come to that conclusion, more power to you. I can't talk you out of that. But at least you gave us that. So thank you very much for that. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, as always. I know there were a lot of people here that were interested in the stuff that was going on and stuff like that. So thank those. I actually am appreciative that those people came to see what we had to say, and maybe one of them changed their minds. You never know. But anyways, thank you guys very much. All the people that usually show up and are always here, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for that. We fucking appreciate you guys so much, and we do this for you. We have no other reason to do this but then to have a good time with you guys, have a good time with each other. So you guys that are always here, you guys on YouTube, you guys on the streams, all that kind of shit, thank you guys so fucking much. Appreciate you guys. All the viewers submitted topics, as always, you guys make the show better. We appreciate that. All the people that submitted gameplay footage, you guys make the show visually appealing. Anyone's footage that we didn't use, we'll use next week. We'll keep pumping out these podcasts for you guys, more so than for ourselves. Let's wind down. Mr. Leo King, the usual.
Mm-hmm.
Like where can we find you and what have you been up to, kind of stuff.
That's confidential.
Perfect.
Yeah, we fucked you, and you can fuck yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Ghost Dragon.
You can find me on Twitter and on YouTube, unless something catastrophic happens, at Ghost Dragon 1182 on both of those.
Mr. Freddy Fast Fuck.
You can find me on Twitter at TTSBB1, and you can find me on YouTube at Freddy Fezfuck.
Mr.
And I will be putting out those
It sounded
that
like you were
compilation.
sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'll be putting out that compilation of the skits at some point.
Mr. Evil AJ 2010.
Just follow me on Twitter and YouTube and Twitch, and that's it.
And where could they do that?
At LegalAJ 2010, same username everywhere else.
Perfecto. Mr. Kamasubu.
I'll be plundering ships on the open seas in Black Flag, but when I need to bitch about Ubisoft and stuff, you can find me on Twitter at Kamasubu, of course, and I sometimes upload videos to my YouTube channel, which is also Kamasubu, but, you know, it's whether I feel like it or not, so... Yeah.
The audio visual magician, Moogle Magician 102.
All right. Well, you can find me on YouTube under Master 102, where I do Let's Plays and all kinds of other content. Right now, I'm playing Luffy and the Fortress of Doom, and yeah, having a lot of fun with it. You can find me on Twitch under Master 102, where I stream just random games, whatever I feel like playing. And you can find me on Twitter under Moogle Senpai, where I just tweet about random shit. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
You can find yours truly, Mr. Frederick Fucks, at TIHYDP, the acronym for This Is How You Do, provide evidence and proof to your claims and show that you actually know what you're talking about. You can also find me on YouTube. Maybe, I don't know, until somebody takes it down, I guess. YouTube, just type in Fred Fucks and you hand it in the YouTube search bar and you'll find two, count them, two channels, one of which is sort of like my backup channel, what I've been using lately because of Antics. You see, I've had my channel attacked, but I didn't cry about it and fucking go on and, oh, woe is me, I'm leaving forever. I actually just made another channel, didn't bitch about it, didn't shove it down your guys' throats. I just put content on it, and if you guys wanted to go over there, then you guys went over there. But anyways, that's how that goes. Two channels on YouTube, both found on Fred Fucks. You can also find me right here on hitbox.tv/Sons of Kojima every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also find us, if you're listening live, you can find us on YouTube, Sons of Kojima. And that about does it. So thank you guys. Again, thank you very much for hearing us out, hearing us in general, like you do every week. Those on YouTube, thank you very much for clicking and all that good stuff. We appreciate all of you so much. Really, we do. And that is it. We will be switching to the Let's Endure in just a couple seconds, so give us time for that. For those of you now, we love you. Go fuck yourselves. Good night.
See ya.
See ya.
Homos.